Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. The Cleveland Cavaliers are moving on to the Eastern Conference second round, defeating Toronto in 7 games with a 114-102 win on Sunday. After the victory, Cavs head coach Kenny Atkinson said the hard-fought series galvanized his team.
Last year, we kind of had a easier series. You know, these type of series, they build you up, you know, and I'm glad we went through it. It wasn't fun, you know, but I think it will be a better team coming out of it.
Atkinson will face his predecessor, J.B. Bickerstaff, in top-seeded Detroit Tuesday at 7. Pistons topped Orlando in 7 games with a 116-94 win Sunday. A day after the result, the Magic fired head coach Jamal Mosley after 5 seasons. This update sponsored by RCDRV Supercenter in Heath, Delaware, and Pataskala, or at rcdrv.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
All righty, welcome back. Rothman Ice, Anthony Rothman, Matty Ice Hayes, and we have the loose cannon in the building. Good to see the big fella. How we feeling, boys?
What up, what up? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. May the 4th be with you. I don't know where this registers for you right now as the movie guru here at The Fan. Is this a big day for you? Star Wars Day. It's not. Which is kind of an upset. Like you being the movie guy.
What does that mean?
Because this is one of the all-time movie franchises, right? Ever.
Okay.
I think that's safe to say that you wouldn't be a little charged up today.
Listen, you know where my cutoff is on all this, right? I never continue to follow the series. I got my 3. I got my trilogy. That was mine. That's it.
Okay.
It's over.
It's a bit of an upset, and I'm sure for some others as well, knowing you and how well tapped in you are to the movie world, that this wouldn't be a pretty significant day on your calendar. That's all.
Right. It would have skipped me if you didn't say anything. I'm
really?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I feel like that's all right, it's a cute thing. May the 4th be with you. It's cute. What more can I say about it?
Oh, I thought you would have
Is
tonight.
this the day where they all go to the movies again?
We're lining up the big 3 for you in the whole run of Star Wars movies, and you would watch at least one today.
I don't think so.
Okay.
They're fine.
But
I hate to be the downer on that, but I'm being honest with you. I
just know, and you know that how much people love Star Wars, and it's everywhere today on TV and Twitter. Okay. It's all I've been seeing.
I do like it.
And I just thought that, you'd at least have one on tonight as maybe some background noise. You know what I mean? But no.
Yeah, I don't think it's
okay.
They're good. I told you, I don't like when they refer to the other ones as those are the prequels and the sequels, and no, the original 1, 2, 3.
Are you underselling the series by calling it good?
I don't know.
Are you maybe ruffling some feathers out there?
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just sitting here, ready to do a show.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I guess it's game 1 of May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, man.
Is this a series 2? I don't know. That's all I can tell you.
We can listen. We can move on.
You haven't seen them.
I've seen the majority of them.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
The original ones?
Yeah. I've seen the majority of them. Yeah.
And what did you think?
I think they're really good.
They are. They're great characters. They're iconic characters.
There we go.
Chewbacca, C-3PO, R2-D2, Luke, Darth.
If this was Fast Times at Ridgemont High Day around the world, you'd be jumping for joy. This was Animal House Day. You'd be jumping for joy.
Probably right. Maybe we finally got to it then.
Rocky Day, you know?
Yes. I'd be running the stairs, wherever they are.
Okay.
Or the steps.
I just wanted to check your temp on that.
Yeah,
okay. And it's cool. It's cool. It's less than lukewarm for Star Wars. Okay.
It's cool.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to be into everything. I just was checking your temperature today. That's all.
All right. I appreciate the wellness check.
Yep.
I'm doing fine. Everything's good. We'll have the floor is yours at 1 o'clock today. And we have decided to level up, as the kids say. We're going to give the best caller a gift card to Skyline.
Let's go.
Feeling good. it's Skyline time. So you'll be able to enjoy a couple of cheese conies or a three-way. Always makes the day better.
Yeah, I'm here for it. So, yeah, like AR said, top of the hour, 1 o'clock, get in line. TLC's got the hotline number probably open right now because he can't wait to tell everybody about his amazing basketball weekend. I've been hearing a little bit of the chatter
not even
around the office.
You know, he didn't offer and I didn't ask.
Usually when one of the homies isn't offering, that doesn't mean it went well, right? Or maybe he's humble.
He wasn't limping in here. He didn't come in with any abrasions, any floor burns
no
of any
copper
kind.
fit arm sleeve or anything.
Right, I didn't see. And then
you don't see this bruise on my arm?
No.
Well, I didn't see that. Now that you show it to me, I didn't. But so he came. So I came in today and I saw him and I said, "Hey, welcome back." And he was like, "Oh, I only missed a day." And I'm like, "Well, all right, well, welcome back."
Yeah.
And he didn't say.
He told us how Matty Ice blew us off for the Reds game on Friday.
I didn't say that. Those were not my words.
No,
I said it's not going to work.
You guys
I said it's not going to work out. We may have had a discussion about whether you're ducking O's the Mentalist. That may be happening on Friday.
No, I can't make it, unfortunately. You guys
Tell the
can go
folks
talk
what was
to
all
O's
in play.
that we were going to, the three of us, go down to the Natty to watch the Reds. But not only the Reds.
Good seats.
But possibly link up with your boy, O's the Mentalist.
That's right.
And have him put me down.
You were the one skeptic of this group, and we were going to take you there. You were going to be in great seats. He was going to perform right in front of you, tell you your PIN code or your first girlfriend or your nickname when you were 5 or whatever it was.
Okay.
And now you're ducking him.
Well, I'm not ducking him because you guys are going to go, and you guys can FaceTime me in. You know, via FaceTime. If he's that good, he should be able to do it over FaceTime.
If he's that good, I don't even need to go see him. He can warp my brain over FaceTime. I'll give him that amount. All right. So it's not happening. It's a shame. What can I do?
Wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be. How did it go Saturday, though? Chet Holmgren, Baby Chet. Because you needed to really turn into Baby Chet for this experience.
Oh, it was terrible. As I knew.
Oh, no.
As I
so
knew
this was the 3-on-3
with
against
Coach
the old
Tyvus.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and coach that was getting paid and the players not. How'd that all go?
Put it on my time card. So
okay.
I was there in a.
You were representing
I was representing the company. I was there in a professional setting. If I had called the morning of and said, "Yeah, not really feeling it," they would have had a problem with it. So therefore, I was on the clock, and we had multiple station representatives. So it wasn't a professional setting. So I put on my time card. But
how many games did you get?
4.
How many did you win?
1. And I was absolutely correct in my assessment that I would be able to look at the opponent and tell you whether or not we would win. I went 4 for 4 on that.
And the one that you did win,
yep.
How would you describe their lineup?
The way that I described my ideal opponent on Thursday.
Okay.
How badly did you take him down?
Sneaky fast, that team?
No, middle-aged, male pattern baldness, and exclusively Caucasian.
Perfect.
So there we go. My ideal
right
opponent.
In your wheelhouse.
There's our trifecta. And so that was our one win.
Okay.
I will say we went down 11-2 really early. There was a little bit of the
11-2 in the game you won.
Yeah. Then Tyvus called a timeout.
Wow.
He brought us over, and he said, "So y'all ready to stop judging a book by its cover?"
Mm-hmm.
We go, "Yeah." And then we came out and we blitzkrieged them 19-2.
Oh my goodness.
And then won the game 21-13.
It's a hell of a run.
Guys, the zone isn't working, and we're shooting for blank. But here's the idea. We can lose with some self-respect.
Mm-hmm.
But you came back and you got them. Now, what game number was that?
That was 4.
Oh, so you're okay. So you found some pride.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like, look, man, we need to come out of here with something. Because games 1, 2, and 3, I mean, it was very clear we were going up against dudes who run on the weekends. Yeah. Like, they're playing ball. They're not necessarily former college players or anything like that, but dudes who, like, still play. Like, stay active because you can tell that they're in shape. There were some sharpshooters out there, and so I'm like, dude, like, this is something, like, shooting a basketball is something you got to keep up with just to be, flicking it from three-point land like that. And so there were some dudes you could tell, like, on the weekends they get going. And there was a team that we played that was like police and firemen and
Guns and hoses.
and like correctional facility guys. And so they were telling me, one of the CPD guys was telling me that they have a team that they're trying to like their basketball team. They are trying to qualify. So like it is a real team for them because they're trying to qualify for the Police and Firemen World Basketball Championships in Perth, Australia. So that's cool. So they actually play.
Yeah. Okay. So a bit of a rough outing.
Can you throw?
Cardio was. Dude, I'm not in game shape.
Are you all in this together, or are you going to throw any of your teammates under the bus?
I'll throw one teammate under the bus.
Jacob Reimer.
Yes, absolutely.
Because he was supposed to be your guy.
So he claims that he is a former college basketball player because he threw a giant fit that I said Isaiah's a former college athlete, and I didn't include him for branch campus basketball at OU when he did you know that Reimer, by the way, had a teammate named Iron Hog? Like that's his actual name. IRRON.
The Iron Hog.
HOGG. I'm looking up now. Credit to Reimer. There's
what industry was that from?
I don't know. But I hear Tyvus has a friend in that industry.
Yeah, I'm
anyway,
sure.
So my point with Reimer, I'm not even saying like who cares? Me, Isaiah, and Rhyme Time. Who cares who was best? Who was like we were all about the same. The margins were thin, so we were all like in the same wheelhouse. My issue with Jacob Reimer is that if any of you walked into that gym and you had no idea who was who, and someone tapped you on the shoulder and said, hey, you got to go check out that 97-1 The Fan team because they have a former college basketball player on their team. And maybe, you could even throw in the preface of like, hey, low-level college basketball, so, they're not thinking like, oh, man, some like Big Ten player is here. Just, hey, some guy who played low-level college basketball is on that team. Go check him out. If you watched us, you would not know which player that was. So
okay,
I'm not saying Jacob Reimer was the worst player on the team. I'm not even sure if that would be the case.
There's only 3 of you.
All I'm saying is
it's not like it's a 12-man roster.
We were all so similar-ish.
Okay. That 2 guys over 6 feet.
I think Isaiah was our best player.
Okay. And he handled the ball mostly, right?
Yeah. You could tell that he was quick. He had speed, but I still think that the margins were so thin between 3 of us. Like we didn't have a star and we didn't have an anchor. And so because of that, I'm saying everybody who has ever defended Jacob Reimer's college basketball career, I'm not saying that like he was holding us back. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that his college basketball career is a sham.
Sham Sharania.
So Dylan Tyre, Justin Zwick, and everybody else that ever defended him, incorrect.
Okay. All right. Wow. That is quite a weekend.
TLC put cases on all you.
Sounds like there was a lot of bonding, a lot of chemistry built, a lot of growth for next year. Doesn't sound like you're running this back next year.
No.
I think this whole team's going to be disbanded and they're going to come up with a different threesome.
I think he cares more about the win of Reimer not looking like a college athlete more so than the actual win-loss record that they racked up on the floor.
All right.
That kind of feels like where you're at.
Look, if he carried, I would have given it to him. If he carried us to like victories where we're like, dude, like we need somebody to bail us out and he's playing one-on-one, I would have given it to him.
Is there a video of this?
No.
Did anybody do anything in that?
Digital? No,
I
nothing?
hope not.
Oh.
Our digital people weren't there. They did have people with cameras there for the event, but it was not our digital people.
Because I
was expecting them to be there, by the way.
This is one guy's take.
You know what? Actually,
how about this? The failure of like
Tracy was taking a couple videos. I don't know what was recorded, but
I want to hear from Reimer at some point in time.
Yeah.
If he gets in here before 3 o'clock,
I think you ought to get him on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reimer, if you're listening, get in here before 3
this
o'clock.
sounded like a here. I thought he was going to come in here waving the Jolly Roger, raising, from the Pirates, and he's just all depressing.
No, man. Well, we're still the team that got swept by the Cardinals in 4 games earlier in the week. So, sweeping the Reds only got us so far.
Swept at the time, the first place team. I thought you'd kind of be into that.
We're still, I think we're still last in the division.
Yeah, but you're 3 games over 500, though.
So if anybody and if Reimer comes in here and says, "Oh, why are you lying about me?" I didn't say he was our worst player. I'm just saying if you came over, you wouldn't know who the former college basketball player was. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Wow, there's a lot there. I feel kind of worn out by that conversation. I was feeling like there was going to be like, hey, this was a great weekend. We had a good time. Yeah, we didn't win, but hey, but I'm telling you, there was a lot there.
I filled a segment for you.
Rick Bonus was on the broadcast for TNT last night, and he was singing a very similar song. We'll play it for you next. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
They say great customer service is a thing of the past, but not at Newman Roofing. Quality products, expert installers, and a team you can trust is the core foundation at Newman Roofing. Call 614-NEW-ROOF today to have your roofing, siding, or gutters replaced this spring, or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Spring is here, but if you're still feeling exhausted with no energy and no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone. At Low T Center, you can book a free testosterone test and see if you qualify for TRT customized to your body by expert providers. You can choose self-pay or insurance. You can even have your treatment shipped to your door. Low T Center has the highest quality testosterone, and their providers tailor it to you. Head to lowtcenter.com and book your TRT appointment today.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Over 90,000 5-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage doors is what we do. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Recently, our company's softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Spring is here. Now's the time to get your air conditioner ready with a $49 AC tune-up from Columbus Worthington Air. An AC tune-up can help save money on your energy bill and prevent expensive breakdowns. As your local home service experts, everything we do is backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Proudly serving Columbus homeowners for 90 years and counting. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers, tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. Reliable streams of income are crucial for retirees, and Social Security and pensions aren't enough. We can help. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Call today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you want and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, foreclosures, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Call today and speak with me, John Kozik, for an all-cash offer and the help you need. At 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000, TurboTrackRealty.com.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mostly sunny start to the work week for us, and windy and warm with highs getting into the mid-70s. As we head into the evening, we could see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms, some which could have heavy downpours, otherwise mostly cloudy tonight and breezy with lows around 60. Tuesday, the first half of the day looks good. As we head into the second half, we could see showers and storms develop with breezy winds and highs in the low 70s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Catch T-Bone and Tyvis, weekday mornings from 6 to 9. If you're not completely satisfied, we'll rewind time and erase your brain. For real, the Fan. Anthony can follow direction very well, as long as he first prints out MapQuest. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All righty. Rick Bonus was on with the boys from TNT, back in a comfortable analyst chair. They made him relive the Game 82 post-game presser, where he just lit the room on fire with, basically calling out his team's integrity, right? That they mailed in Game 82, that the culture stinks. Maybe I ought to let him say it. I don't have to repeat it all. So why don't you have both of them? All right, so this was the Game 82 press conference, post-game press conference, where they're playing Washington. And by the way, I've said this a million times. If that was a meaningful game for Washington, I would have been all on Rick's side, 100%. 100%. I'd been like, you got a team that came into your building, and you got a chance to rise up and either play spoiler because they're going to bring it. But I looked at this as you were asking a team that got essentially TKO'd in round 14 of a fight and then said, hey, guess what? Fight's not over. This is a 15-round fight. You got to go out there and fight again. That was my take on it. He's the coach. He wants to set the agenda. I always thought that going into the offseason that he's drawn a line here. He was embarrassed. And I think he felt like they disrespected their own run. That if it didn't get you in the playoffs, then that's all that mattered. And he didn't believe that because he's a coach trying to set a culture. Here's the Game 82 post.
Rick, you've been a part of a lot of games and a lot of seasons. Have you ever been part of something that's as frustrating as this has been down the stretch?
No. And all you got to do is look at the stat sheet. 3 hits, 23 giveaways. Like, I don't know if I'm back, but if I'm back, I'm changing this culture. These guys, they don't care. Losing is not important enough to them. It doesn't bother them. Like, how can you go out and play like that? Should have done this about a month ago. But this is why we are where we are. This is why we're in the playoffs. That kind of effort. Losing, you have to hate losing. I don't care if it's a meaningless game. I don't care. Show up and compete. 3 hits, 23 giveaways. What else you want to know?
You reached them for so long after you got here. How did it stop? Where did it stop?
Because it got tough. Because it got hard. Like we talked about after the Olympic break. It's going to get harder. So everything's good as long as it's going their way. And now it gets tough, we don't want to battle back. And that's what's happened over the last a couple weeks. That's all that's happened. We're going to change that. If I'm back, I don't know if I'm back. Don and I will talk. We'll get to that. But man, oh man, some of those guys are so lucky the season's over and there's no practice tomorrow. Anyways, there's no more games. What else you want to know?
I think even in the long history of this franchise, I don't think they've ever lost 6 games in a row to end a season at home.
No.
Is that worse?
It's terrible. Inexcusable. If they're not embarrassed by, not only tonight, by that, they're on the wrong team. They are. They got to be embarrassed with that.
All right. So reliving that from, 3 weeks ago, I hear him more now. Like, I know that was emotional, and I hear why it bothered him. And it was one of those things that to make the run they made and then collapse, I'm not really sure when he was asked about you reached them for a while, why now? And he dropped because it got tough. Well, the reality of it is they never really lost with him. They never really knew how to lose. They weren't losing at a clip that they lost at the end. Mm-hmm. There was nothing to reach back to. Rick couldn't say, hey, remember after the Olympic break we went through this? I don't think there was anything for them to grasp on. I think it was all new. And then you add the times 100 playoff pressure of getting in and knowing you should get in, and then be losing to some very good teams at the end. But anyway, I reliving it now, I certainly hear what he was saying. And by the way, I also said that, Dale, there's no way he lights them up like that and doesn't want to come back. Like the best sign of that, was that he wanted to be back. As soon as he said it, I knew he wanted to be back.
And I think part of that emotion, too, is rooted in knowing that there's meat left on the bone and knowing that some of the things that he was seeing and we were seeing coming down the stretch wasn't the best of that crew. And he feels like he can get it out of that crew. And now we've got the extension for him through the next year, and we'll see if he's capable of doing that. I think, too, when you hear that clip again, one of the worst things I think that a coach can see from his team is that a little bit of that front running energy. And that's kind of, to me, what he was alluding to. And that while, yes, when everything's good, we can stick to our process and feel good about the games and all of those things, this, that, and the third. But when things are bad, we should be sticking with our process, too, and the work that we're putting in. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sitting here saying that I know that they were or weren't. I don't know. But when I hear a coach say that, I think those are the things, whether it's game 1, game 53, game 73, that you want to see your guys come in to the building day in and day out and lay down the foundation of being a really good hockey team. That way, when things do go left, you can have those things to fall back on. And I don't know if at the time he felt like that core, the team that we watched last year, had everything that you needed to push through tough moments.
It was a 92-win hockey team, just on the outside looking in. However, they didn't miss by a point. They missed by 2 points again. They didn't miss by 3 or 4 or 5. They missed by 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like this wasn't a now looking back, it's not a near miss. Now maybe things change a little bit from the mentality. If the Jackets are putting their skate on somebody here and maybe the other teams wouldn't feel like they're in it still. Like you could have taken their heart out of it a little bit. The one thing that surprised me the most, I've said it before, is that when they had 2 very, very good wins at the end. 2 very good wins. A game at Detroit where I didn't think they'd be able to rescue that. And then a game at Montreal, a very tough place to win, very good team, still battling for position, that they couldn't consolidate those wins. Buffalo's, I'm not going to shame them for losing a game at Buffalo 5-0 because I don't think that game, the score depicted that game. It was the game against Boston. It was the game back here after they beat Montreal. That was the one. And it's a back-to-back. And they lost to a fourth line, and it was ex-Jackets that got them, Corpy and Corrali and others. And that one felt as bad as any loss at the end for me.
And now, AR, when you have the clip that we've heard and went viral and all that stuff, and you're alluding to within that clip, hey, if I am the guy, and now we know that he is, this stuff won't happen. Now you've got your chance to show us that you are the guy and your message is going to be something that the players respect and hear constantly throughout a season. And so that's the challenge for him, as well as when you're that adamant about what it will be with me as far as this type of stuff within a locker room, then we need to see that change. And that needs to be a thing night in and night out that we see as far as the effort and the product that we get.
TLC, can you spin the clip from last night, TNT? This is the soft batch version.
After that press conference near the end of the year, if I'm a Blue Jackets fan, I was fired up after it. I was in there, oh man, if I was a team that was looking for a head coach, I'm like, oh, that's what I want. I want that passion.
And you had to show that. Now listen, the first person I go after when we play badly, and I tell the players this all the time, is me. I'm the head coach. It's my responsibility to make sure they're ready to go. But it's also their responsibility. They sign the contracts, they're players, they've got to go out and compete. So is the room as bad as I made it sound to be? No, the culture's not as bad as I made it to sound to be. Is it where it needs to be? Absolutely not. We're not going to leave that season and say, okay, we got better this year. We made some good signs. I wanted them to go home and be uncomfortable. I don't want them going home, all of us, me included, and being comfortable because we had a good stretch or we made some improvements from last year. I think if we're going to get that culture to where it needs to be, you have to spend the summer uncomfortable, and you have to bring that into training camp. And talking to the players, they all are. Listen, they're ready now. And, you know, I couldn't do that unless I trusted my relationship with those players. Mm-hmm. And I'd spent 4 months building strong relationships with those players. So they know me, and they know my passion gets in the way sometimes, as you guys see sometimes, right? It does. And I know that, but that's who I am. And they've got to accept that. But the end of the year meetings with the players all went great. They got the message. We have to be better. I have to be better. My staff has to be better. Everyone does. It starts with me.
Well, he's not inheriting a team anymore. That's the difference. And now he set the tone for next year's camp. And now he knows that if he can establish consistency right out of the gate and have a big runway, that now they know. Now they know. Yep. All right. It was fun to hear him again last night, and hopefully the playoffs will keep lighting a fire under them for next year. We'll come back in 2 minutes. Did the Browns actually get their top guy on their board? You'll hear it next. Rothman and Ice in the Fan.
There are many reasons to hire Morgan & Morgan for your injury case. Here's reason 17. In today's new world, many law firms have had money injected into their firms by Wall Street, private equity, and other lenders. This money usually comes in at very, very high interest rates. It's one of the reasons you see so many lawyers advertising. I'm John Morgan. This money is expensive and the interest compounds quickly. These law firms can have a huge need for cash just to pay that debt. Why does it matter to you? My fear is your case is settled early and for far less than it's worth, just to service the loan that has mafia-like rates. Our financial strength is your advantage. That plus our reputation makes our firm your firm. Visit forthepeople.com to see our results and verdicts. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Maddie ranked the most dynamic duo of all time, Caesar Salad and Moscow Mule. This is Rothman and Ice.
All right, all the post-draft analysis is coming out, and not just on whether this team fits with that team or this player fits with that team. But the Browns, they traded a ton during the draft, and everybody has a big board, right?
No doubt.
I mean, I don't think it's an either or on the top of their big board. I don't think. I think it'd be very interesting to find out when they ranked players. And I'm not saying there was like a big extreme between several, but if you and I were setting up a board for them, I don't think we'd have 3 guys on the top line. Well, it doesn't matter. I think we'd actually rank them, wouldn't we?
I would think so by position, right? Like coming out of the national championship, I'm sure they've had scouts or whoever on the case all year following these players around on the road at their home venues, and then you get to grinding the tape, and then you get to the combine and all that stuff, and you have more clarity. But, yeah, I would have to imagine that's how it works, right? Like your top 100, you break it down by top 10 offensive tackles, top 10 receivers, all the way down until you round out your 100. Then you kind of have to imagine going to BPA, best player available, best fits for us, and all those type of things after that.
I mean, they made the trade. So you only make that trade if you don't absolutely have to have a player at 6. We don't have to have him.
You got some optionality on your board, you feel like.
You have options on your board, and the other big part is the top guy on our board, could he be available 3 picks later? How confident do we feel? And if he's not, we obviously valued what we got back in the trade more than we valued the risk of losing that guy. Because they could have lost Fano. They could have. So they probably were very confident that even if they lost him, they were still okay. So ESPN does this, The Pick Is In, which is, I guess it's currently airing on ESPN. And the Browns GM, Andrew Berry, revealed that a certain 3 players he claims were under consideration with the number 6 pick before he traded back to number 9 with the Chiefs. But the timing of this, I want to ask you guys, is the timing of this, he already knows He knows Tate's gone now.
I have 4.
So this clip isn't from right before the draft because they would have had Tate in there somewhere.
I would guess. I would guess so.
All right,
yeah.
so here's the clip from the pick is in on the Browns, who traded back from 6 to 9 and what they were considering.
I've heard about Cleveland feels like it's got to deal with somebody to move back. Not like they've got enough opportunities, they feel like. So that's that. I don't know whether that's Kansas City or Dallas.
You're still good? All right. Let's stay on the line. Okay. I'm going to have Cooch go ahead and call it in. We'll stay on the line until Chris calls it in with your section.
This is Ted.
Okay, hang on. They're on the other line. All right, 6 for 9, 74, 148. Okay, got a deal.
Cleveland has traded its pick. Kansas City is on the clock.
We have a trade. We have a trade. Trade. I got terrible Wi-Fi here. Hey, how do I get to the alert? Did the alert get up?
All right, so we traded out 6. We're going to 9 with Kansas City. Thought being we have 3 guys that we would take at this spot with Fano, Tyson, and Maui Noah. We go to 9. We're guaranteed one of those positions. We'll see what Washington and New Orleans do. They could not really do it.
What was the whispering at the end, by the way? And then I assume that Shefty yelling into a microphone for his producer to let
What's
them know
going on
there's
with
a
my
trade.
Wi-Fi? Yeah, I need to get some better Wi-Fi.
Here's the other thing.
Yeah.
Did I miss when he just explained the logic of moving back?
Mm-hmm.
He says they'd be happy with Tyson or the other lineman.
So the 3 that he was good with?
But I didn't hear Fano's name.
Tyson, Fano, and Maui Noah. On the video that ESPN puts out, they do flash up Maui Noah, Fano, and Jordan Tyson as the 3 that Andrew Berry's alluding to right there. And so
Tyson was gone, though.
He was gone at 8.
Yeah.
He was gone at 8. And so I'm assuming that they made this trade after 4 or 5 was already done. Carnell and Arvell Reese off the board. Because my guess is that's when Kansas City started to call Cleveland. That's just my guess. And after they saw that run happening, they looked and said, okay, let's get up to 6 with Cleveland. And Cleveland was like, according to Andrew Berry, I'm good. We can slide all the way down to 9. And if Fanu's not there, if Maui Noah's not there, we'll take Tyson and then all the other options you have with those 3. I love.
Oh, okay.
And I was going to say, that takes us inside a little bit of the panic and angst and anxiety that Shefty feels as well. Is that like when that moment happens, and I'm sure he's talking to whoever in those buildings, and he's like, this is official. I got to get this out there right now. I can't have bad Wi-Fi in a situation like this because I can't get beat to the punch by Rappaport or Pelissaro or Schrager or anybody else.
Yeah, but
that is accurate.
Yeah, but Schrager said, I'm not tipping picks this year. Schrager was the one that actually was begging the media to not do anything.
But I think Schrager would report a trade, though. I think he would report
definitely
that, not the pick.
But Shefty knows he's on camera, right? This isn't some audio where he just
for this, yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So he knows they're doing documentary behind the scenes and all that. Interesting. I think they've done a good job, the Browns. This isn't to pick them apart. I think Barry has actually probably gotten some admiration from the fan base a little bit on trying to rebuild this team from the inside out a little bit and getting some weapons, clearly, but they are not really sure. And Munkin's probably thinking, man, if we actually do have a quarterback, then that's why I told you last week, I actually felt I like their position right now better than Pittsburgh's, ironically, just right where they are today. I feel like there's a little more positivity going on in Cleveland. And we're kind of sitting here with a Cleveland team that got a lot around what could be a real comeback story potentially into Deshaun Watson.
Feels like they're on their way, right? A little bit more structure has been brought into the building over the last couple of off seasons, especially with the early returns that we all saw from the rookie class last year. But these type of things now, what it does is it opens up the door to following, obviously, the careers of Tyson, Fano, and Maui Noah and comparing the 3 now. Now that we know Andrew Berry's been on record saying that he was good with either of those 3 players, if Tyson and Maui Noa have better careers than Fano, obviously that's going to be a tough look. And it may work out for Fano, but I think the Jordan Tyson scenario would have been very, very interesting, AR. Like if he got past New Orleans and Fano and Maui Noa, obviously one of the two would have still been there. Do they take the wide receiver or the offensive lineman? Because both were massive needs, and we talked a ton about it this offseason. They need all the help they can get in the wide receiver and the offensive line realm, but they didn't have to worry about that. But I would have loved to see that just because of the injury history that Tyson has, but also the upside that he has as well. And so that's just going to be an interesting thing for me to follow, are those three in their careers moving forward, and which of the three has the better one. And maybe they got the right guy.
Different positions, right? Receiver and offensive lineman. Like, unless one is an absolute bust, I think they're both. This could turn out to be win-win for both teams that took these guys.
You just don't want Maui Noa to turn into a dude in Fano's
yes.
That's it. That's the big one.
Well, that's the one.
That's the big one.
Because now the behind the scenes has admitted that he was certainly on their board. If it was just Tyson and Fano, then I think you're okay. Because I think most Browns fans like what they did at receiver. They kind of rescued the receiver draft a little bit after they took KC first, and they came back with Boston.
Yeah.
Because I think with Tyson, he's very intriguing. You just got to pray that his injuries just like that's it. It's a knee, it's a collarbone, it's hammies. Are you drafting a injury-prone player? Now, to Tyson's credit, he played through injuries and played really tough.
Yeah, he's a dude.
He's a dude. Like when he pulled his hamstring, or was it? I think it may have even been both of them, and in that Texas Tech game, and came back and played through it and closed it out. Like he would not check out of that game.
And to your point about the injuries, I think maybe if you're New Orleans, you can take a little bit more of that risk because in-house we already have Chris Olave. We have a guy that can probably be our number one wide receiver. And Cleveland, can you take that risk when you don't have that guy in that position room already? Let's go with a little bit of the safer card, which is the offensive lineman, which is a never a bad card to play. But I wonder if that would have weighed into the mindset as well of, can we take the risk on a guy when we don't have a backup plan the way New Orleans does in that same position room?
Yeah, I think they would have done this. I'm not calling them out. I think this is what they would have done anyway. Sounds like they were able to trade back 3 spots, get a versatile offensive lineman, draft your receivers later. They drafted 2 anyway fairly early, so I thought they did a really good job. We'll see if it works out on the field where it counts. We'll come back with Party Like a Roth Star next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
We're known for 3 things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
As the saying goes, trust is earned, never given. When it comes to your roof, who you trust truly matters. At Newman Roofing, we're more than just a business. We're a local, family-owned company built on honesty, integrity, and hard work. From the very beginning, these core values have shaped the way we do business, ensuring a customer experience that's second to none. Our dedication to quality has earned us the trust of thousands of homeowners across Central Ohio. At Newman Roofing, excellence isn't just a word, it's our promise to you. From the moment we step foot on your doorstep to the final handshake, we strive to deliver an experience that keeps you calling back for more. Whether you need a roof repair or a full replacement, our team at Newman Roofing is here to protect what matters most. After all, when your name is on it, it just means more. So give us a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Hey Central Ohio, Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and we buy houses for cash. If you've got a house you need to sell, this is your season. Inherited, behind on payments, just over it? Whatever brought you here, we can help. We buy as is, we cover all closing costs, and there are 0 commissions, period. Just a fair cash offer and you choose your closing date. People are making moves right now, and we make it simple to be one of them. One call is all it takes. We'll get you a fair cash offer, fast, no pressure, no obligation. Hundreds of your neighbors have already sold the easy way, and we've got 5-star reviews and BBB A+ rating to back it up. Take what you want, leave what you don't. We're based right here in Columbus, and we're ready when you are. Call us at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355 or visit selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, family owned. Call 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Sleep Better Columbus has been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results and now has an office open in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Is 2026 the year you achieve your health goals? The Good Feet store wants to help. Trade in your bad feet for good feet. We want to help you walk, run, exercise, and play in comfort this year. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road in Grove City.
Every time you pull onto a job site, your name pulls in with you. That's why the pros trust Bobcat equipment. Buy the machine you're proud to run, backed by the crew that's been serving the industry since 1975. That's 50 years of showing up, long after you receive the keys. Bobcat Enterprises is here for you with 9 locations serving Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. On every job, you deserve a team that stands behind you. Visit bobcatent.com to learn more.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
The Fan is headed to the Memorial. Are you ready for 30 hours of live coverage? Oh, it's true, baby.
Sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. TheWaterworks.com.
The best Memorial coverage, The Fan.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Let's all gather into the Kiki. It's time to party like a Roth star.
All right, let's get after it. You want to lead us off?
I can lead us off today, and you know, you and I, AR, we like to keep it fair for some of the people we put on Party Like a Roth Star. Also, some of the people that end up on the pressure list on Fridays. One of those people that made my lists when it comes to Under Pressure on Friday was the undercover brother, Jared Allen, for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I said, listen, big dog, we need a little bit more. We need you to step up to the plate and knock something out of the park because this series is getting weird. It ended up being a Game 7 on their home floor, and the former Texas Longhorn delivered and then some. Career high in the playoffs when it comes to points. He had 22 points, 7 of 11 from the field to go along with 19 rebounds. 8 of those 19 rebounds were offensive rebounds. The dude becomes just the second player in franchise history to have at least 20 points and 15 rebounds in an elimination Game 7, joining the King, LeBron James. This guy has been called out for the last few years for not delivering when the Cavs have needed him the most. He came out himself after that Knicks series a few years ago and said, the lights were too bright. What? You can't be saying that as a professional athlete, let alone one of the leaders of the team, but he absolutely answered the call yesterday. Cavs advance. 33 really good minutes from Jared Allen, turned it on when they needed it the most. 22 points, 19 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks from Jared Allen, partying like a Roth Star yesterday in Game 7.
Nice. All right, I'll go to a Game 7 on the ice. I might go double goalie here at some point, but this kid left his native Czechia when he was 16, settled in St. Louis, probably lived with TLC or somebody there, joined the AAA Blues Youth Club, and then after going through the junior ranks, he committed to The Ohio State University to play goalie. Had a great freshman year and got multiple awards. He was all Big Ten freshman, all Big Ten first teams, Big Ten goalie of the year, and he just kept on going. He was selected in the fifth round, 136 overall by Montreal back in the COVID draft. And I'm talking about one Jakub Dobiš. And I can't remember a team winning a game with only 9 shots on goal. It's insane. And the fact that Dobiš looked as good as anybody against Tampa. I mean, Montreal was outshot 29-9, and they didn't record a shot on goal in the second period and won the game.
Hey.
A Game 7. And a lot of it was because of him and how good he was in net for them and how good he has been. And so he is the difference. And he did the rest. He secured the upset over the Bolts. Tampa's now been eliminated in the first round 4 straight years. I put them in the pressure cooker on Friday. But this kid, I think he's the first rookie goalie since Binnington, probably your boy TLC, to win a Game 7 on the road. And I'll give it to Jakub Dobiš, former Buckeye goalie.
I like it. I'm going to another Game 7 that happened on Saturday night. And I got to talk about a man that was born on March 16th, 1994, stands 7 feet tall, weighs about 285, went to your Kansas Jayhawks. Joel Embiid, they are partying like a rock star. This guy, man, it's all about health and availability. When he is healthy and ready to go, we've seen it. He's an MVP caliber player, goes into Boston's house on Saturday night. 34 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 turnover in the game. Joel Embiid is an absolute force, man. He can do everything as an offensive big. He can hit the 3. He can hit the mid-range. He can hit the fadeaway mid-range, and he can just body you down low. He and Tyrese Maxey, that core of 76ers they have are really fun to watch. It's just about whether or not they're going to be on the floor. But when they are a handful to deal with. And starting tonight, you get the Sixers taking on the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid don't like each other at all, so this should be a good time. But this is about the performance that happened on Saturday night. Season on the line for the Sixers, and their guy Joel Embiid steps up with an absolute banger of a double-double in one of the tougher environments in the sport. Joel Embiid, Saturday night, Game 7. Partying like a rock star.
Holy Sixers in 7. Carolina is the first team since 1986 to not trail in any of their first 5 games of the postseason. Their goalie, Freddie Anderson, never healthy. Now he is. His regular season save percentage was .874. That's the worst of his career. But they stuck with him over Brandon Bussey. And in the first round versus Otto, he's .955. Game 1, Philly blanked him on 19 shots, 19 saves. I think he's 5-1 in the playoffs. He's given up 5 goals. 7 career playoff shutouts, 4 with Carolina. He's tied now for second amongst active goalies behind Andrei Vasilevsky, who only has 1 more now. So Freddie Krueger Anderson is my guy here in Party Like a Roth Star.
Last one for me real quick. No big deal. Shohei Ohtani just won National League Pitcher of the Month. Crazy. Laughable when you look at the numbers over the last month for him. 30 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, a .6 ERA. No human should be doing this at this high of a level. It's crazy, AR, to watch this man dominate on both sides, but the pitching stuff just really blows my mind. We know what he is as a hitter. He can hit you 45 to 50 home runs and 100-plus RBIs in his sleep. But turning into an ace every 5th day should not be humanly possible, but this guy does it. Shohei Ohtani, AR, NL Pitcher of the Month. Partying like a rock star.
All right, final one for me. I'll go baseball as well. Cody Bellinger, 4 for 4 with a pair of home runs, a double, a stolen base, 3 total runs, 4 total ribbies. Beat the O's on Saturday. By the way, he came into that game batting .205 with no homers. Like, no one would have picked him to click, but he broke out in a big way against Baltimore, and he is partying like a Roth star. I do want to add this. Is this correct that against the Pirates of the weekend, your Reds tied an all-time MLB record with 7 straight walks in 1 inning? Is that even ball 4, ball 8, ball 12?
That happened.
Ball 28, just a bit outside.
Yeah.
Really?
Brought out the brooms on us, man. Chase Burns pitched great yesterday. Didn't matter.
But
Offense didn't show
7
up.
straight walks?
It's nasty work.
across 3 different pitchers.
It's unbelievable.
It was in the second inning, too.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Connor Phillips came in, walked 4 dudes, and went and took a shower. His day was over.
He got paid, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
16 balls, 5 strikes from him.
Wow, that's insane. Well, you did a good thing. You didn't. Now, it would have been worse if you did say something on Friday.
You tried to tempt me.
Well, I attempted.
You did.
Well, yeah, first place, playing the Pirates.
You did, and I said, no, I'm not doing that.
That would have been
not doing that. In this division, with how good it is, that'd be foolish to do right now.
821-9710 is our phone number. Best call wins a $25 gift card to our friends from Skyline. And we'll do it next, top of the hour after Sports Update. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Just when you thought afternoons couldn't get any dumber.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you?
Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
Your home for dumb. The Fan.
This spring, celebrate the sparkle that she brings to your life with something that sparkles right back. Whether it's for Mother's Day, an anniversary, or just because, Diamond Cellar has the perfect gift for the women who mean the world to you. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Selma Road and at Easton Town Center.
Hey everybody, it's Berm here, Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. Last year I heard Austin's 40 by the 4th message just like everybody else, and I remember thinking to myself, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then I did what a lot of people do, nothing. And that's why I like Reclaim by Awaken 180 so much now, because it's really about finally taking the advice of people who've actually done it and gotten real results. This is not people guessing. This is not people talking. People who've been there, who I finally listened to. And I dropped 35 pounds in just 7 weeks with Awaken 180. Then I lost 5 more in free maintenance mode. That's why this hits different for me now. Reclaim by Awaken 180 gives you a clear plan, a defined window, and a real finish line. And if you want a powerful goal inside that window, 40 by the 4th is right there. It's not eventually. It's not one of these days. It's right now. So maybe this year, you do what I should have done last year. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. 844-346-1800. awaken180weightloss.com.
Come into your local AAA Tire and Auto Service and save up to $75 on brake service. Save $25 on brake replacement for 1 axle or $75 off for brake replacement for 2 axles. Terms apply. Offer ends May 30th. See store for details.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked a 0.5% recently, not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Get Eco.
Aaron, who taught you about business?
My mom.
Huh, really?
Yes, really.
What business was she in?
She was in the business of raising 3 kids by herself.
Single mom. That explains a lot.
What do you mean?
Well, it explains why you do an additional $500 worth of repairs for free when people have to buy a new hot water heater.
If someone had done that for Mom, she would have thought they were an angel sent from heaven.
Get Eco.
And it explains why you give people credit for all the money they spent with us for HVAC repairs when they need to buy a new system.
Yeah.
And it explains why you were such a maniac about finding a good toilet that we could sell fully installed for just $650.
Maniac?
You were a maniac, Aaron.
Get Eco.
We've got plumbers, we've got electricians, and we've got HVAC technicians. And every one of them has a mom.
I love you, Mom.
GetEco.com.
Welcome to the Ohio Lottery's Made from Scratch show. Today, I'm sharing how you can make dough from scratch. We're adding a dash of fun and a sprinkle of luck. Now, let's get cooking and see what we've got. And voila! A fresh batch of Ohio Lottery $5 scratch-offs.
Nice.
Play Aces and Eights with over $20 million in cash prizes and a top prize of $150,000. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn, skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. After hitting 7 homers and driving in 28 runs in the month of April, Cincinnati Reds first baseman Sal Stewart was named National League Rookie of the Month. Tonight, Stewart's Reds visit the Cubs at 7:10 with the game moved up 30 minutes. Meanwhile, Cleveland visits Kansas City at 7:40. NBA, Cleveland moved on to the Eastern Conference second round, defeating Toronto in 7 games. Cavs will now face their former head coach J.B. Bickerstaff in Detroit Tuesday at 7. Pistons topped Orlando in 7 games with a 116-94 win Sunday, a day after the Magic fired head coach Jamal Mosley after 5 seasons. NHL first round in the East, Montreal edged Tampa Bay 2-1 in Game 7 Sunday. Former Ohio State goaltender Jakub Dobeš stopped 28 shots for the Habs, who will visit Buffalo in the second round Wednesday. This update sponsored by RCDRV Supercenter in Heath, Delaware, and Pataskala, or at rcdrv.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Now you can watch Rothman and Ice.
Go to YouTube and search 97.1 The Fan.
Rothman is wearing the pancake makeup, so you might as well watch. Back to Rothman and Ice.
Second hour of the program, the floor is yours. 821-9710 is our number. Best caller is going to get a Skyline gift card, $25. Feeling good at Skyline time. Enjoy a couple of cheese conies or a Skyline 3-way. Always makes the day better. Before we get to the calls, I do want to call out one game show network. The game show network was showing one of my all-time favorites, which was Deal or No Deal. It's all analytics. There's no banker. The banker's just sitting there. They're plugging in numbers for whatever the computation is, right? However many big numbers you have on the right, how many little numbers you have on the left, they spit out a number, and it's all analytics.
Let me ask you this. Anything outside of the analytics that could get one to the TV set to watch that show? Any other reasons why I would?
Might be the briefcase holders, potentially. What if you just went? What if you went into Deal or No Deal and said, Howie, what if your offer was like $500,000? And he said, Howie, I'm going to give it all back. Well, that's very nice. For number 12.
Put you in a tough spot.
Yeah. All right, so they were showing an episode, and this guy was doing really well, and his last offer was for like $186,000. He still had $1,750,000 on the right.
Yeah.
He had a couple of small ones on the left, and it was one of those that continues to the next episode. And you and I were kind of excited, like, let's see what he does. Let's see. And then they continued on a continuation, and then went to like
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
You can't do that, Game Show Network. You have to show the last episode. I don't even care if you started with the continued segment.
Yeah.
Let's get us to the end.
We need the end of that story to see how much money that man walked away with.
How many cases he has to open.
Yeah.
He was offered $186 to walk away. I don't think he was gonna. That's a real downer.
I probably would have grabbed the money and ran, knowing me. $186 you're offering me?
Not with $1,750,000 still on the board. Because if we only had to open 2 cases, as long as you don't knock out both of them, your offer is going to stay the same or go up. As long as that million is still up there.
But what happens when I don't walk away with anything? And I say to you, I could have had.
Bad coaching. All right, TLC, who's up?
All right, we got a few options here. Let's start with Danny in Disney World.
Danny in Disney World, your dime, your dance floor?
Boys, this just proves my dedication to the brand.
Amazing.
Danny in Delaware is currently Danny in Disney World riding the Pirates of the Caribbean ride as we speak.
The Pittsburgh Pirates of the Caribbean?
Exactly. It's the most magical place on the world. Magical as in my bank account is quickly diminishing as the week has gone on. But the only thing I got to ask you, the Cavs won. That's amazing. They're going to make it to the championship. But if you had a horse in the Kentucky Derby, what would be the name of your horse? My horse would be Slimmy Jingles. Slimmy is because my nickname, and I sure as hell love the jingle. So I'll listen to your responses later tonight. Enjoy it, boys.
It's amazing. Talk about dedication to the craft right there.
Yeah.
That's what Rick Bonus was looking for, no matter where you're at.
The one that
taking care of your job.
Yeah. All right, so mine would be Pony Soprano. That would be the name of my horse.
I'm here for it.
Did you just come up with that?
I've heard it in the past, and it hit me because I don't have any others. I have
That's
others, but
one.
I can't really say them on the radio. Like there's some probably
Pony Soprano?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Pony
a win.
Soprano would be.
I'd bet on that.
What about the Icebreaker? What's
Maybe that's the name of it right there. The
TLC,
Icebreaker.
you got a name of your horse?
I like that. The Icebreaker.
I can't come up with a joke in time, so nothing yet.
It was a good call, though.
It was.
Really calling us from in line at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if he had the fast pass.
How
Wonder
about
if he
House of Horse?
I like. You got to say it a little slower. House of Horse.
Yeah, House of Horrors.
All right. Who's next?
Let's go with Scott, who's in Hilliard.
Scott, the floor is yours, my man.
Hey, fellas. Hey, a couple of weeks ago, you had Frank Caliendo on, and kind of reminded me of a little funny Jim Rome story. This was this was decades ago.
I think I know. Does this have a Toby in it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That was a funny one. The crank one was pretty darn funny too.
I looked over to the crank right in my face. Larry Brown.
Yeah. No, but God, this was the only time I've ever called into a national radio show, and this was decades ago. Maddie, you probably won't remember this, but AR, you probably do. I remember the phone I had in my apartment. It was one of those cordless phones. It sat on the charger. It's kind of big. You had to pull that skinny little metal antenna up. Sure, you had one of those.
Oh, yeah, I had one of those.
Okay, but anyway, this was back when Darryl Strawberry got busted for like the umpteenth time for cocaine abuse, and so that was like a topic on the show. So I thought I had one kind of funny closing line about Darryl Strawberry. That's the only reason I called. So I'm on hold forever, and so I had time to come up with my little spiel, and then end with my closer. So I finally hear, we have Scott from C-Bus. Have a take. Do not suck. So I went through my spiel, and then I ended it with, Darryl Strawberry's been in Betty Ford more times than Gerald Ford. And Ron goes, incredible. I do not believe you just said it on my show. That's a take. Racked him.
You got
racked by Jim Rome?
You got your Frank moment, man. That's awesome.
Yes. Thanks, but that reminded me of that story when Frank was on. I'm like, I gotta call in.
It's one of my favorites, Scott. Thanks for calling, man. Hang in there. He is one of my favorites. I was wearing actually, one time I brought him on a while back, Maddie, and I just very casually said, welcome back to C-Bus. I didn't even think about it, and he looked right. C-Bus, epic. All right, that's a good call, Scott. Who's up next?
We got one more. Let's go to Jack, who is in Columbus.
Jack, the floor is yours.
T talk.
Go for it. Why not? What's on your mind?
Anyway, hey man, let's stick with the positive. About that 26-1 winning the Kentucky Derby, awesome. I got Cameron Young kicking sand in Scotty's face saying, "Go get your participation trophy." The Steelers beating the Bengals 17-7 on Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry, Pirates and the Reds. Then you get a soccer game the next day, 1-0. And then, okay, AR, this is strictly for you. I've been going to Indianapolis every week for the past month. Anybody that wants to complain about the roads in Ohio, there's a reason for saying tap the brakes.
Wait till you get to the Indiana border. Am I right or wrong?
Oh, 70 is one of the worst highways out there. It's terrible.
Oh, the construction is brutal.
2 lanes. One of the lanes is filled with semi-trucks the entire way. It's a terrible highway.
Yeah.
It's so bad, man. I've been doing it every week for the past month, so oh well.
It's getting better closer to Indy. Like they finally, when you get like past Richmond, it's getting a little better, but because they've been doing.
Well, actually, on the way back, the last about 5 miles before the border, they've got 2 separate lanes, and those are actually pretty good. They're paved, but it's still separate lanes.
What about getting right out of town here on the west side of Columbus? How bad that is on 70?
Yeah.
I don't think that's bad because I take 670. You know, I cut through town 71, 670, and then the 70 up right out of the side of 270. So that's not bad once you get to London.
All right. Well, happy motoring, my man. That is
Thanks
brutal.
a lot, I knew you'd appreciate that, brother.
Appreciate it. I've always thought about doing the warm glow shuffle. I call it the warm glow shuffle because of the warm glow candle shop, and I always tell Maddie I'm going to stop. Because the guy loves the scents, and he likes the.
I need a little vanilla candle. I need a Rio. Yeah.
But when you're on a road trip, boy, stop. When you're on a 5-6 hour road trip, that you got to plan your stops, and I haven't done it for you yet. I'm going to try.
There should be no such thing as a 5-6 hour road trip. In the world that I live in, I was talking to one of my friends the other day. Like, why do we need to be in the car that long?
Because the airport's a pain too.
But you're also subscribing to, you like the people watch. You can't do that in the car. I mean, you can, but you're distracted driver at that
little
point.
drive-bys. All right, TLC, we'll let you pick, my man. You're in charge of this. Who gets the feeling good at Skyline Time $25 gift card this week?
Let's give it to Scott and Hilliard.
All right, Scott and Hilliard, enjoy a couple cheese conies on us or a Skyline 3-way, and we'll make your day better. We appreciate all of you guys. We've got Adam King moving up a slot in the batting order, and apparently he's playing arbitrator in a certain football debate. That's next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
All the 10 TV people come over to our side of the building to take a deuce. That should tell you something about how we operate. The Fan.
Fall is a season of change, and Hinderer Motor Company is turning over a new leaf with big savings. This is Justin Hinderer. Right now, any one of our participating locations is paying up to $3,500 over Kelley Blue Book value. That's right. Drive in your current vehicle and leaf with one of ours today. Don't wait. The leaves are falling and so are the prices. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2026 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10TV and The Fan to relaunch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes going above and beyond. We are calling on you to help us recognize the volunteers, educators, first responders, and everyday difference makers who are making a meaningful impact in your community to be recognized on 10TV and The Fan. Send in your nominations and stories to 10tv.com/raisetheroof. 10tv.com/raisetheroof. Nominate a local hero today and help us raise the roof for those who make a difference.
Most people don't think about their garage door until it stops working. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. There's never a good time for your garage door to break, whether you're rushing to work or you're trying to get the kids to school. We know how much you rely on your garage door. That's why we offer same-day repairs, because life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage door is what we do, but making your life easier and your home safer is why we do it. Families trust us because we deliver, and we'd be honored to earn your trust too. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Breathe. You got this. You got it.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Sometimes, tough times are a test, a chance to prove ourselves. Colleen O'Donnell proved her grit in Laredo, Texas, when she served as an immigration judge and faced the worst of the worst: human smugglers, gang members, dangerous people. Colleen ordered them to be deported, never granted asylum once, and enforced the law to the letter. Now, Ohio needs tough leadership on the bench, so Colleen O'Donnell's running for Ohio Supreme Court as a constitutional conservative with 10 years of prior judicial experience. Ohio Right to Life PAC endorses Colleen for her devotion to our conservative values. America's toughest immigration sheriff, Richard Jones, endorses Colleen O'Donnell for her dedication to public safety. And the Ohio leaders we trust support Colleen O'Donnell for her unwavering loyalty to the rule of law and the Ohio State Constitution. The grit to lead, the experience to succeed. Colleen O'Donnell for Ohio Supreme Court.
Paid for by O'Donnell for Ohio.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mostly sunny start to the work week for us, and windy and warm with highs getting into the mid-70s. As we head into the evening, we could see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms, some which could have heavy downpours, otherwise mostly cloudy tonight and breezy with lows around 60. Tuesday, the first half of the day looks good, and as we head into the second half, we could see showers and storms develop with breezy winds and highs in the low 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Question from a listener: do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Miss a minute of Rothman and Ice? Check out the podcast.
Type in Rothman and Ice wherever you get your podcasts. Download and subscribe.
Back to Rothman and Ice.
All right, back with our guy, Adam King, 10 TV Sports. Good to have you.
Good to be here. You just know it's just a great start to the week. People say you have a case of Mondays. You can't have a case of Mondays when you're hanging out with Rothman and Ice.
You buying that?
Yeah. That's the
I'll
card they gave me to read. Is that not what I'm supposed to say?
Just read it off the dummy cards.
Yeah.
Dummy cards.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So you came here all sprightly and you danced over to that chair and you're like, hey, guys, did you see that I was on the McAfee show?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Something doesn't sound right.
So I have a debate that I wanted to bring to you two. When it happened, I thought of you two because I thought it would be a good discussion. I was on the McAfee show, just one of my tweets, one of the stupider tweets I've ever put out about the Jim Tressel bobbleheads being stuck in customs. Did you see that?
No.
So the Aviators put out, this was quite hilarious, they put out a notice that the Aviator Jim Tressel bobbleheads that were supposed to be handed out Friday night would not make it because they were stuck in customs. They put that email out on Thursday. But on Friday, in a whirlwind of emotion, they actually made it. And so the Jim Tressel bobbleheads did get to be handed out to fans. Well, I put that out there, and McAfee picked it up. And here's the debate. I had a typo in my tweet. So I accidentally said would haven't as opposed to wouldn't have. Is it...
You typed it too fast?
Yeah.
Just to get it out there. Got to get it out.
Got to get it. I mean, that's breaking news with the Jim Tressel bobbleheads. No, I just, I think I just put the little, the extension on the wrong one there. But is that, my buddies told me it is hyper embarrassing. Should I be hyper embarrassed?
Hyper embarrassed? No. Because of where the tweet ended up.
That's what I thought.
It's a pretty good win for you.
Yeah, and they were like, that's a loss in a major way.
The typo's a little tough.
It hurt.
But I think you'll take the typo to be in that spotlight, if you will.
Yeah, and the tweet that I wrote was, in a sentence that wouldn't have made sense a year ago, the Jim Tressel Aviator bobbleheads are stuck in customs. Now, what I actually wrote was, in a sentence that haven't made sense a year ago, the Jim Tressel. You knew what I meant.
For sure.
And I'm okay with the typo if you knew what I meant in the tweet. I don't like typos. That's why I pay for Twitter. I want to be able to edit them. But didn't catch that one. So, Rothman, you haven't weighed in.
I'm looking for the tweet.
Okay. All right. Well, you got to dig through all my other bangers.
My goodness. What you doing anything else but tweeting?
That's all I do. Twitter.
Jeez.
It's my third to last
Where
tweet.
is it?
It's not that far down there, big guy.
All right, I'm just looking.
What is this, your first time on the internet?
Kind of. All right. Where is this? I can't find it.
Oh, my gosh. He's never.
Oh, here it is. All right. So, you retweeted the Aviators.
Yes. Well,
So it really wasn't your tweet. It was their tweet that made it?
They put out a tweet that said, big week for fans of Columbus.
Right. Most important events in history.
Yes. So
the wheel and the Jim Tressel bobblehead.
So then
night,
they made
great.
it. Here's the worst part of all this. They made it in the Oh No segment of Pat McAfee, which is where he kind of like goes through and picks out like,
some bloopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then.
I see what you did. In a sentence that would haven't made sense a year ago.
Yes, exactly. No, just flipped them. But the worst part was.
Flip them, get rid of one of them. Just in a sentence that wouldn't made sense. That would.
Well, I needed to put the
wouldn't have.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all right.
But the craziest part of the whole thing is that they got the bobblehead. So then everybody was attacking Pat McAfee and calling him fake news, saying you're ridiculous. They got him. You're wrong. I'm like, this guy wasn't wrong, and I wasn't wrong, but now I look wrong.
You didn't say there's a chance.
There wasn't a chance.
You said, and won't be ready for Friday night.
We were told they were going to hand out vouchers to fans. But then somebody made a phone call. I don't know who they called, but they got that chip. They put a little extra into it. They said, listen, those bobbleheads are make or break for this franchise.
That's what got pressed through customs.
Yeah.
The bobbleheads.
AR, I think I know the answer to this, but I'm just going to ask it anyway. If Pat McAfee reached out to you and said, Adam, big fan, love your work, want to get you on the show, but the only time slot I have available is Mondays at 1:30.
I would say, I'm sorry, I'm all booked up there, Pat. Mondays at 1:30 is one of my favorite segments of the entire week.
You would tell us in the blink of an eye, fellas, I'm out.
We don't
actually.
Understand. I understand.
You know what I would say? I would say, listen, Pat, I'll do Mondays at 1:30, but I come with an entourage, and I need you to just live stream Rothman and Ice on ESPN on that 1:30 time slot.
Okay.
And
so you throw us a little something.
No, we'd be a team. You either get me and Rothman and Ice, or you don't get anybody.
That's what he says. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
We don't need you and your bobblehead tweets.
Also realized I forgot to tell you guys this. At the NFL draft, guess who I ran into?
I know.
I did tell you. I ran in...
The rain in Spain.
Yeah, I ran into, Ian Fitzsimmons? And I said, listen, you don't know who I am, but I know who you are. And you
I've been to Spain since I was in high school.
I said, you actually do know who I am. And he goes, well, who are you? And I said, you and I met in Spain. And the look of confusion on his face. And I said, just give it a minute. We met in Spain. And he's like, I haven't been to Spain. And I said, well, I thought you'd been to Spain. And he busted out laughing. So that was...
Who was the guy that it was that you met? He's another...
McGee.
Yeah.
Ryan McGee.
And to your... I'm going to back you up on this. Like, they look very similar.
I need to see Ryan McGee to tell him that not only did we meet in Spain, but also I thought that I met Ian Fitzsimmons.
So
but I knew in the moment.
For people that don't remember this was what, about 6 months ago or whenever it was.
It's the greatest moment.
That Adam was so excited that we were having Ian Fitzsimmons on from ESPN. And because in the back of his mind, when he was in Spain this year for last summer for a wedding or whenever it was, that in the airport, you were waiting for your baggage and you were like, told your girlfriend, like, all right, watch this. That guy's a famous dude. I'm going to go say hi to him. And you guys actually had exchanged words.
Great. It was
left. And you thought after you left that meeting that I just met
I knew it was Ryan McGee in the moment. It's just when I left, like, months had passed, and I was like, oh, yeah, I think it was Ian Fitzsimmons. And I just couldn't connect who I had met.
Okay.
But in that moment, I knew it was Ryan McGee.
Can you see him on the screen?
Yes. They look like the same person.
They do. I mean, I'm not going to do that. That's why I say I have your back on this.
Yeah, that's.
I can see why you would make that mistake.
But let's not rehash old memories. Let's make new ones.
All right, so apparently you're
rehash old memories.
You're
I like Tucker Kraft. Anytime touchdown. That was right after that.
He's out for the year.
That was right after that.
So you're in the middle of some sort of other controversy, are you not?
Yeah, what's going on? We've been made aware that Jeremiah Smith, Malik Neighbors, you coming to bat? What's going on here?
It's who brought it to your attention?
Who do you think?
TLC?
Yes.
What are you trying to fill me in? What am I in the middle of?
I saw you repurposing, as we call it in the industry, repurposing old clips of Kurt Cignetti saying that Jeremiah Smith is better than Julio Jones.
Yeah. Well, so I hate the internet. And more than hating the internet, I hate when people can say things online with no consequence. Too many people in this world have a microphone. Sometimes it includes me. But people out there talking, the big debate was like Jeremiah Smith is overrated. And it started with Malik Neighbors talking about how Carnell Tate might be overrated, and he wasn't a wide receiver one, so how could he be a wide receiver one in college? And then it turned into like, hey, Malik Neighbors, you wouldn't be a wide receiver one on the Buckeyes right now. It's a fair point. I think he'd be wide receiver two to Jeremiah Smith. So all I did was, and then it got to Jeremiah Smith versus Julio Jones, and I was like, you know what? At Big Ten Media Day in Las Vegas, I asked Kurt Cignetti this question. So I repurposed it, and it was Kurt Cignetti saying, yeah, he reminds me a lot of him. He's a freak. And he is. He's very good at football.
So you and Malik Neighbors are now enemies.
I don't think Malik Neighbors knows who I am.
Well, he knows you're the guy who...
No, I don't. TLC, did Malik Neighbors grab something?
No, I was just saying that Adam was participating in that.
Yeah, I was just telling people to just quiet down, all right?
Because we're in the pre-show and they said, I wonder what we're going to talk to Adam about today. I said, well, as a matter of fact... he's jumping into an LSU versus OSU wide receiver U controversy.
And I will tell you, one of the things that I'm going to do this summer at some point, we're going to have Cortez Hankton on, and we're going to let this man sort it out for all of us because he's been on both sides. He's the LSU wide receivers coach. Now he's at Ohio State. All
right. You know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
He's going to talk glowingly about both.
I disagree. I think he's going to say Ohio State.
I think he's going to say...
Because he's in recruiting battles.
What's the question you would present to him?
Oh, it's a good one. Good question. If you had to sell a wide receiver on going to the NFL, which do you think would sell better, LSU or Ohio State?
I think it's a good question.
I think he'll say Ohio State.
I thought you were going to be doing something with Jeremiah Smith and Julio Jones.
Oh, you want me to get both of them?
No, I thought you were going to talk.
No, Cortez didn't coach Julio Jones.
That's whose opinion I thought you were going to get on.
No,
Okay.
I want him.
He coached Malik Neighbors.
I want him on the LSU versus OSU debate.
Oh, all right. Oh, well, then that's even more of a landslide.
Yeah, well, he coached at LSU.
I know, but he's currently coaching here.
Yeah, well, what if he looks at me and he's like, you know what? LSU, I'm going back. And then that's breaking news.
Hey,
I'm out of here.
True.
I was once told in this industry, don't just assume that you're going to know the answer before you ask.
And that's why he writes the questions down on a notepad before he asks them.
That's correct.
Heart monitors that look like sports bras that all your players wear.
Did you just drop your own voice?
No.
I did.
Oh, that was well done.
I was.
Wait, is that what you said with the question?
Yeah, he was talking to Jake.
That was not the same controversy. So I've had two controversies. One was the sports bras that look like, or the heart monitors that look like sports bras.
You said that in a press conference?
He did.
Yeah.
Wow.
By the way, Jake didn't even crack a smile.
That's wild.
Like he went, and by the way, that was like his favorite question ever. And by the way, this, and by the way, that, and by the way, that was like his favorite question ever.
Heart monitors that look like sports bras that all your players wear.
And then my second controversy
was... didn't say it with any sort of like, you said it like a robot. And the heart monitors that your players look like. Whatever.
It was a serious question.
I was trying to masquerade it as a serious question.
Mm-hmm. And your second controversy?
The second controversy was the questions for Jake folder on my notes on my phone.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't have a real problem with him writing down some questions during a game that he may not remember when he gets to a presser so he can reference those. I thought that was fine.
I don't think it's fine.
I told you guys why I do it.
I think it should be a conversation.
Because the reason that I write down my questions for Jake Diebler in my phone is because I'm not going to be listening to other people's questions because I'm just going to be make sure, hey, don't forget the question, don't forget the question. I'm just going to be repeating the question over and over. not listening to other people, and I don't want to repeat somebody else's question.
He might ask.
This has been a lot of TLC talking for my segment, and I'm not a fan of that. So
that's true.
I'm going to get out of here.
Took up some of your oxygen.
He did, and I'm not okay with that. I only get 15 minutes every Monday, sometimes 30 if I come on the right time.
Yeah, clearly we're getting sideswiped here again.
No,
we got better things to do today.
No.
Now you got to go.
No.
Who are you interviewing?
We're going over to Ohio State baseball. They've had a lot of success this weekend. They swept Nebraska. Going to go talk to them. We haven't talked to them all year. It's time to.
Why don't you get in the cage?
When you want me to swing?
A little reporter involvement.
I once
talk to Danforth.
I once swung off of a World Series winning pitcher for the Cardinals, and I hit the ball. So there you have it.
What, did you lob one in?
He was 70 years old.
Oh. Who was it?
I got to go look it up. I can't remember. I have a bad memory.
When I dug in against Bob Gibson back in the day.
That's tease for next Monday.
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember. I was 12. That's not true. I was in the business. I was 21.
I would think that would be a monumental moment that you would remember. Who you faced one professional pitcher your entire life. I think you'd remember the name.
I do it once a week. Okay. Once a week, I find World Series pitchers.
Right, well, my recommendation.
We blew the break.
My recommendation is do something with reporter involvement. It should be all about you.
Should be all about me.
The Mad Hungarian.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. It's my best guess.
All right. We'll send you on your way. Good luck.
Hey, it's been a pleasure.
We're all counting on you. We'll come back in 2 minutes. We've got two quarterbacks. One gets a long-term deal. Who gets it? We'll figure that out next. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
In the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is your job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
You're listening to Rothman and Ice on 97.1 The Fan.
Don't touch my drum set. I'm kind of calling BS on him with the Cardinals pitcher. I don't remember. I mean, I hit a triple off Vita Blue in an inter-squad game at the old Cooper Stadium. You think I'm going to forget that?
I mean, your brain has more willpower than all of us with the movie references. You can
this is not
remember
a movie.
in the blink of an eye.
Maddie, if you played one-on-one against anybody in basketball, you think you're going to forget
and
that?
And they got a bucket over, I don't know, Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman.
Even if you got rejected, you'd remember who it was.
So you're calling BS on the story happening at all for Adam King is what you're saying.
Yes.
You make a good point because if I did anything of significance, not even significance, if I did anything respectable against a former athlete, let alone a Hall of Famer,
Maddie,
I'm going to remember that moment. I remember beating my friends in beer pong all day and tomorrow. I remember all those games. I'm for sure remembering that. You're right.
Now, The difference is, I guess, is that he said he was an older guy and that he probably wasn't, I don't know if he was an all-time great or not. He didn't even know the name. Like if this was like Joaquin Andahar or something, like I don't think you forget that.
He said a World Series winning pitcher for the Cardinals, correct?
I think that's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was in the media, though. Like, how would he not?
Was it Chris Carpenter?
No.
Would that have been it?
I got to figure out what years they went. Okay, it would have been
Wainwright on that team?
No, it would have been somebody from the 82 team.
Oh, 80. Okay.
Oh, great team.
From the 80s?
Yeah, from the 80s.
All right, so here are options. Well, Joaquin Andahar is an option.
That's what I'm telling you. This is right in my wheelhouse. I don't know why he wouldn't.
Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer.
Oh, my goodness.
He's an option.
Bruce, the Savior Sutter, former Cub.
This is before Adam was even born. He's not the biggest baseball fan.
This isn't about a guy asking him if he knows who this guy is.
No, I guess
he actually dug in against this guy.
What I'm trying to get at is his level of care going into doing that story.
Okay.
You know, like if he was...
Jim Cott was a reliever on that team.
Jim Kitty Cott.
At 43 years old.
Let's say Adam's a big golf fan. If Adam was doing a story where he got to play one par 3 with, I don't know, Sergio Garcia or
he's not forgetting it.
But that's something he cares about. So I think maybe that can trigger something in your brain to lock in on that moment. You know what I mean? That I played golf, played this par 3 with this Hall of Fame golfer more so than a World Series winning picture from the 80s. Okay. I'm trying to give him an out.
Dude, if you hit a fadeaway on Tree Rollins, you'd remember his name.
But I'm also a big basketball head, too, though. So I think that...
But how many of these
if I went out
opportunities,
there,
to his point, you're not going to get that many opportunities to actually do something one-on-one with a former professional athlete at the highest level.
But I think in time, Tree Hollins, that name would fade a little bit.
Tree Rollins?
It faded in 2 seconds.
Faded in 2 seconds.
Exactly. I think that name would fade away a little quicker for me.
Wow.
Than it would if it was...
Tree Hollins. That's awesome.
That took 3 seconds to fade away. That's got to be a promotion.
That is pretty awesome.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, all right. You're on his side. That's cool.
Hey, man, I'll forever remember losing 3 games in a row in front of Kenny Anderson.
Yes, that's right. But you didn't play against him. Like, you would have remembered.
No.
Like, my 9-ball against Earl Strickland. I'm not going to forget who that guy was.
We got to air it.
Played with that one-on-one with Bill Walton down at the Final Four. I'm not going to forget that. The playing Lee Jansen, 2-time U.S. Open champ at Scarlet.
But how many... See, this is because I'm not connecting you to an all-timer but how many stories have you done in your past where you've forgotten them? Like you've done, I think, some cool stuff where it's just like maybe it slipped your mind.
All right.
You know what I mean?
That Vita Blue thing was 30 years ago. It's never slipped my mind. Anyway, all right.
Did a trip off of Vita Blue?
In an inter-squad game. He was throwing like 80s. And it's on tape.
Wait,
I need to see that.
Was he throwing 80s?
Well, he was in his 50s.
I guess
I'll buy that.
I think. Let's do the math.
Wasn't he still... Didn't he come back and play
it was a fantasy camp?
Well, maybe that was what Adam participated in. Am I thinking of Satchel Paige? Didn't somebody come back and pitch at 50-something?
He was in his high 40s when this happened, and everybody was.
And you squared him up.
Everybody in our dugout was all upset. Like, what happened? This wasn't like practice, and Vita Blue comes into our dugout at the old coop and just starts ripping everybody in our, like, I can't even say the words he was saying. Like, this is what you paid for. You wanted to see big league pitching. Shut the you-know-what up. Like, that was it. Like, everyone was like, what's he doing? Why is he trying to embarrass us? We were playing, our final game was right before the Clippers game at the old coop on Mound Street. So we had a whole weekend. It was like Friday night, Saturday, inter-squad game, and then Sunday we played a game with the fantasy campers.
And you're telling us.
We were playing right before the Clipper game, and he was just killing us in the real game in front of whatever fans were there
and
early.
You were like, enough. I got this.
I mean, there were a lot. No. I hit in the inter-squad game on Saturday.
But
when
at
no
that
one was
point-
there. On Sunday, he started just mowing everybody down, and everyone was like, "What is he doing? Why is he doing?"
You hit the triple the day he really
Saturday.
wasn't
rearing back.
So you embarrassed him.
Oh, so you set the tone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I don't
You
think so.
did.
Here's my takeaway is that Anthony Rothman's triple made Vita Blue embarrassed and then
Correct.
realized, man, I gotta try. And then he started mowing down all your teammates. You're a bad teammate, Rothman.
This is an AR special to where he'll beat a 9-ball champ, piss him off, and not want the tape aired. And you really get these guys to really lock in. So he went to bed Saturday night thinking, man, that Anthony Rothman, he can't do this to me. And he woke up the next day throwing 85 plus, and you guys stood no chance. But when you hit the triple, that was off 80 plus?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
So then he came back the next day.
I bet it was certainly a fastball, but it wasn't
his Sunday effort.
Well, he was in his high 40s at the time. I just did the math. So if this was in, let's call it 1996, he would have been, so.
Did his MPH beat his age?
He would have been about 47 years old. Yes, it did. He would have been 47 years old.
We just got
and I think he was throwing in the 80s.
Just got a text from Adam King.
I got a text.
Mark Littell is the name.
Okay.
That apparently is the pitcher he remembers.
Okay. He
yard.
produced the name.
Yeah, that he took
All
yard.
right.
Mark Littell.
Wait, he said he took him yard.
No,
okay, wait a minute. I missed that part. What? When you just slipped that in, I was like, wait a minute. I try to listen to Adam like halfway, but that's a part I would have remembered.
No,
For
Mark
any
Littell.
immaculate gritters, Cardinals and Royals, Mark Littell.
Yep.
Relief pitcher.
I mean, we didn't find out what happened because he couldn't produce his name. Right? Wait, he said he was like 7 years old when this happened.
Mark Littell.
Well, he died.
Put him in the grave.
He died at 69.
Yeah, just a few years ago.
He died at 69. Adam King was his last batter faced.
Oh, no.
That's not something I want to carry around.
No.
Adam King got a hit off me.
I don't even know if he got a hit off of him, but after he faced him, it wasn't long.
No. Adam said, I faced some 70-year-old. Mark Littell died at 69 years old.
My goodness.
Wow.
Okay.
One of his final memories on this earth was giving up a base knock to Adam King.
Not good. Not good at all. All right, we're going to come back with some national championship odds for Ohio State and whether they will carry that pressure into this season. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Head to 971thefan.com to listen on demand and subscribe to all our podcasts. Wasting time has never been easier. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2026 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10 TV and the Fan to relaunch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes going above and beyond. We are calling on you to help us recognize the volunteers, educators, first responders, and everyday difference makers who are making a meaningful impact in your community to be recognized on 10 TV and the Fan. Send in your nominations and stories to 10tv.com/raise the roof. 10tv.com/raise the roof. Nominate a local hero today and help us raise the roof for those who make a difference.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items, then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. Get free delivery during online deal days, plus $30 off your first online order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, it's Anthony here for the Good Feet store. This is the time. You want to be outside. You need to be outside. But do you really want to be on your feet if they're killing you? That's why I went to the Good Feet store. I stressed about knowing I would be standing at a multiple-hour event or even playing in a golf tourney where I knew I would be walking. But when I got fitted for my personal arch supports, it changed the game for me in a great way. I honestly feel much better supported and aligned, and it's taken the pressure off my lower back. I could feel the difference instantly in my test walk at the store. Just a solid foundation right from the get-go. And now Every day, everything feels a little better. Their experts will personally fit you like they did me. And do what I did. Take the test walk around the store and you'll feel the difference. I've learned it all starts with the feet. And when you get the proper support, everything feels better. You can make an appointment online or just stop in the Good Feet store. They're in Grove City or on Polaris Parkway in Westerville. Or get started right now at goodfeet.com.
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Not sure where to start? The Ohio Housing Finance Agency can help. With a step-by-step homebuyer's guide and financial tools, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency can make homeownership part of your future. Eligible homebuyers may qualify for down payment assistance and reduced mortgage interest rates. To see if you qualify and to find a mortgage lender, visit myohiohome.org.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Sleep Better Columbus has been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results and now has an office open in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Sun, splashes, and nonstop fun await at Zoombezi Bay.
Get your season pass for unlimited thrills,
including our all-new conservation tower. Buy now at ZoombeziBay.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Get up to $750 cash back when you refinance your auto loan with Tel-Ohio Credit Union. Visit Telhio.org to learn more.
Offer valid until June 30th, subject to credit approval. Restrictions apply. Telhio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Common Man and Timmy.
Come on, man. You don't have a craving?
No, I don't have a craving for Timmy.
I can't believe you don't crave for 3 o'clock.
I don't crave.
Common Man and Timmy Afternoons on the Fan is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Save up to 50% on new windows from windownation.com.
There you go. All right, I was trying.
That's on me. I'm multitasking.
All right, so you guys may have told me this, but it's not a shock that Ohio State is the new favorite to win it all. Who was above them? Texas?
My guys.
Notre Dame?
Notre Dame. I was going to throw out maybe even Oregon, but okay. But it's Notre Dame according to Vegas. So the top five is what right now?
But not anymore.
The top five currently, as I go back to my show sheet, we got number one, leader in the clubhouse. We got your Ohio State Buckeyes
at
plus 550.
5.5 to 1.
Depending on how you view it, you could say this is a decent gap because Notre Dame is in second at plus 700. That's a 150-point difference. In third place, here comes the gauntlet. Actually, I might as well just do 3, 4, and 5 together. Third place, Texas, plus 750. And then we have 4 and 5 are at a tied for fourth, Indiana and Oregon, plus 800. So Ohio State, another Midwest team, and then 3 2026 opponents. Ball State nowhere to be found.
Yeah. By the way, I'm glad you pointed that part out about, not about Ball State, but about the fact that Ohio State has 3 teams on their regular season schedule that are all in the top 5 of contenders.
Yeah.
Now, so it goes Ohio State, Notre Dame, Texas. If you believe that Texas is better than Ohio State on paper, or the home field advantage is going to make the difference, then you'd want to grab them, because whoever wins that game, if Texas wins that game, then it flip-flops immediately. Texas would then be the new number 1, depending on who do you guys open against? Notre Dame?
I don't recall. We're in Lambeau against Wisconsin.
All right, so you obviously should win that.
Yep.
And maybe if you hammered Wisconsin, but I have a feeling like if Texas were to and this would be a mild upset Ohio State, then they would be the new number one. And it would go Texas, depending on how the game goes. If it's close, and by the way, none of this really matters as far as rankings, because we all anticipate they'll get in the tournament. The one that surprises me, maybe not surprises me, but that they have a lot of confidence in is Indiana. And losing Mendoza and losing Surratt on Cooper and Hemby and Aiden Fisher and everybody and D'Angelo Pons. And like, that's the one, that's a hell of a compliment to give Indiana football, that they could follow up a natty, being the worst program in the history of programs, and follow up a natty and being a top 6 favorite to win it all again.
I think it's their confidence in Cignetti and what he not only built last year, but some of the momentum you could feel coming out of year one, that this isn't going to be just a flash in the pan. And so you look at his track record, especially right now at the quarterback position, and there's some people out there that really believe Josh Hoover's going to be the next one. Maybe he isn't going to be the 1-1 in next year's draft, but it just doesn't feel like there's a dramatic fall off coming from that program. And so I just think whether it's that addition or some of the other guys they brought in the portal, they've got enough, I think, momentum out there right now for Vegas to believe that this is a real thing. I'll tell you the team's odds that I kind of like that were jumping out to me was Miami at 12-1. I think Miami right now, in a similar way, has that vibe going that Cignetti and Indiana has, to where obviously they're not a Cinderella, but when you look at the last 3 years and what Cristobal is starting to build, that's a team that you combine that with the conference that they play in. I like the value of Miami at 12-1. They will get Notre Dame on the road, so that's going to be a tough one. That's in early November. But outside of that, it's a trip to Clemson in early October, and then they should be comfortable, to me, the rest of the way. So I like, at least based off their scheduling alone, the positioning they could find themselves in when it comes to getting into the playoff, maybe getting the bye and all that stuff. So 12-1 right now for Miami. I'm into that.
All right, so I like the odds, and offensively, I do like them. I think they lost too much on defense, and I'm not here to tell you I know everything about their football team. I don't, but that's significant, what they lost defensively with Bain and Mesidor. That's massive. Now, how much... I think Mensa picking them going there is what changed all of it for most people with Miami, because you can say what you want about Carson Beck, but he obviously played pretty well in the playoff. And now with Mensa coming in and hitting the transfer portal and them rescuing their quarterback situation at the last moment is massive. I actually like the team that you picked earlier in Oregon. I think I think the odds on them at, what you have them at, 8.5 or 9-1?
8-1, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good odds when you have Moore coming back and you have Lanning promoting his coordinators, and I think they're going to be better on defense. They've got some all Big Ten guys. So that's a team that I would be watching as far as the odds go.
Yeah, completely understand where you're at with that. The security at the quarterback position is locked in. Like, Dante Moore should have a killer season this year. Anything outside of injury, I don't think there's anything that's going to really hold him back. And
the two new coordinators are that's an interesting move.
For sure. You never really know how that's going to go. But as far as knowing what Dante Moore is at this point, like, the game's so slow for him now at this level that if he just goes into games and just is himself, Oregon is going to be a contender this year because he's that much of a difference maker at this point in his career. So, yeah, you highlighting Oregon, no issue with that at all. I kind of like their value, too, at 8-1.
And Oregon should be kind of coasting through their schedule up until November. And then November is where their 4 games are at OSU, home against Michigan, at Michigan State, not the biggest deal in the world, and then coming home against Washington. But that's an interesting November for the Ducks.
There's no buy-in there, right?
It's early October.
Yeah, so that's flying to Columbus and then flying home to play Michigan and then coming back across the country again a week later to play Sparty and then going back home to play Washington. They dealt with this last year, and I felt like eventually it was going to come back to haunt them with all the travel around the Midwest and going back and forth, but they somehow navigated. The one that was potentially going to get them was the at-Iowa game after they were home against Wisconsin, and they got through that game. Barely, but they got through it. All right, so that's fun. So there you go. Ohio State, the odds-on favorite here in early May to win it all. We'll come back top of the hour, and we've got a national analyst who has his top 25. Where does he have the Buckeyes? You'll want to know that next. Rothman and Ice in the Fan.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Grilling season is here, and nobody does it better than Billiards Plus. Fire up your backyard with top-of-the-line grills from the biggest names in outdoor cooking, perfect for game day or any day. And when the party heads inside, Billiards Plus has you covered with pool tables, shuffleboard, game tables, and more. Everything you need to build the ultimate hangout, from backyard cookouts to game room showdowns. Make your home the MVP. Billiards Plus, grills, games, and good times. Family owned and operated. Check them out online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Give me a mountain, give me a dew. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. My good friends, give me a dew.
Grab some ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
When it's time to ask life's biggest question, make sure your ring says it all. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar, and we've been helping couples say yes for over 78 years. From brilliant cuts to better prices, the quality and selection of our diamonds is unmatched. Because diamonds aren't just our business, they're our legacy. Visit us at Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or Easton Town Center and learn more at diamondcellar.com. Bigger diamonds, better prices, guaranteed.
The weather in Central Ohio just got better, so why shouldn't your loan rate? CME Federal Credit Union wants to try to beat your current loan rate by 2% on autos and toys. Plus, enjoy no payments for 90 days on car loans and no payments for 60 days on motorcycles, boats, and more. With car rates as low as 4.99% APR and toy rates starting at 6.5% APR, it's the perfect time to save. Apply today at CMEFCU.org. Terms apply. Minimum floor rates 4.99% APR cars, 6.50% APR other vehicles. Federally insured by NCUA.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I talk to you about Weed Man every year. Why? Simple. Number one, I use it. Number two, it works. You want to get those lawn roots thick, baby, because when that happens, they resist weeds, disease, and insects, and they're using top-of-the-line stuff. We're talking golf course quality. Weed Man is locally owned and operated by Corbin and Audrey. They will take care of you. Proudly serving Central Ohio and our Dayton friends. Call your local office, 614-733-3747, weedman.com.
Hey, everybody, it's Berm here. Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. Last year, I heard Austin's 40 by the 4th message just like everybody else, and I remember thinking to myself, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then I did what a lot of people do, nothing. And that's why I like Reclaim by Awaken 180 so much now, because it's really about finally taking the advice of people who've actually done it and gotten real results. This is not people guessing. This is not people talking. People who've been there, who I finally listened to. And I dropped 35 pounds in just 7 weeks with Awaken 180. Then I lost 5 more in free maintenance mode. That's why this hits different for me now. Reclaim by Awaken 180 gives you a clear plan, a defined window, and a real finish line. And if you want a powerful goal inside that window, 40 by the 4th is right there. It's not eventually. It's not one of these days. It's right now. So maybe this year, you do what I should have done last year. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. 844-346-1800. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. The Cincinnati Reds open their series at the Chicago Cubs tonight from Wrigley Field. Due to inclement weather in the Windy City, first pitch was moved up 30 minutes to 7:10. Hear the game on the Fan after the Buckeyes show. Chase Petty was recalled from AAA Louisville. He'll start against Edward Cabrera for the Cubs. Earlier today, Reds first baseman Sal Stewart was named National League Rookie of the Month for April. Also tonight, Cleveland visits Kansas City at 7:40. Tanner Bybee on the hill for the Guards against Michael Wacha for the Royals. NBA playoffs tonight, Knicks host the 76ers at 8 in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Semis. Then, the Timberwolves visit the Spurs at 8:30 in Game 1 of the Western Conference Semis. This update sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Voted best credit union for the past 8 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and Ice feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Orthopedic One, Central Ohio's most trusted orthopedic practice. Find a physician or location near you at orthopedic1.com.
I got to tell you, I wasn't nervous going into Game 7 for the Cavs. You and I talked about this on Friday. And then the start of that game is like, wait a minute. It's a one-gamer. Toronto comes out like a house on fire again. And you're like, Now, I will tell you this because I was monitoring this on the lines. When they got down, they were down 10 early, a couple different times. Were they down more than 10, Maddie? Cavs? Felt like it was right around 10. I can't remember if it was
somewhere
12.
in there.
Maybe it got to 12. I can't remember. But the Cavs were never an underdog. I don't remember seeing them because I immediately ran to the books because if I was going to get them plus points down 10, I was going to take it. And I never was able to do it because I don't remember them ever getting to the plus side. And eventually, Toronto, unless they were just going to keep up that kind of shooting, their team was depleted. You could kind of, if the Cavs didn't just completely, all over themselves, they would probably win the game eventually, which is what happened. And here they are. So they rescued their series. Pistons rescued their series. Not that the Cavs need to rescue it. They always had home court. But isn't this...
Yeah, go ahead.
But this is what they wanted to play themselves into, correct?
Yeah.
Detroit, this is what they chose.
This is exactly what they chose. Largest lead of the game, it looks like, for Toronto was 10. So you were all over. That's all it was.
But they were never a dog.
No, never a dog. And so you get out of a 4-5 series with the Raptors, and yeah, you took it on the chin a few times, but on the flip side of that, now you're getting a team in Detroit that had to use every ounce of everything that they had to crawl out of the 3-1 hole that they created themselves against the Orlando Magic. And so I've always said, for the Cavs this year, you got to get to the Eastern Conference Finals for me to look at this season as a success. And especially now, when you look at what's going to happen with Tatum, and is he going to be available moving forward? Now, he's out. The Celtics are out, so you don't have to worry about that. But then you look at the other side of the bracket, too, and it's Philly and New York. And especially that New York team that's looming, who we know how that went a couple years ago. But because of J.B. Bickerstaff, the head coach of the Pistons, the former head coach of the Cavs, he's going to have some of those interesting things that he can throw at some of his former guys to make this tough. That's what Detroit is. They got Cade, who's an absolute star, but they're going to try to grind you down. And that's what they did against Orlando, some of those games that ended up being victories for them. But this should be a old school,
great series,
90s-ish type of vibe to this series because that's how Detroit likes to play. So it should be a good one for sure.
And I don't love that for Cleveland. That's not their calling card. They don't like to get off. They don't like to be physical.
They like to get up and down, to your point.
Get
when you
threes
look at,
up.
Yeah, when you look at Mobley and Allen and that matchup against Jalen Duren, who's been called out, right, kind of by the basketball world, who's coming off a bit of a disappointing series in the last one against Orlando, he is going to bring that to the table. They bring an edge. They bring an energy to the court that you better match, because if you don't, if you're the Cavs, then things could get out of whack. I think the Cavs are going to pull through and find a way to win this series and go on to the Eastern Conference Finals and face the Knicks or the 76ers. But 7 games against Toronto, I didn't see that one coming. I didn't. I thought they'd be scrappy, that being the Raptors. They'd be a little annoying to go up against, but they dragged this thing out. But the Cavs, that I think some of what they've been through in the past showed itself yesterday in Game 7, and knowing that we've been in these moments before, we can go down 10, we're not going to fold and find out how to come out on the other side.
Yeah, I'd like to give them a lot of credit for winning the series, but it was supposed to happen. You lose Game 7 on your home floor, you'd get deservedly crushed for that. They didn't, so they advanced. That's what it's about. The results are the key. And the Pistons can look at themselves and say, they can lean into, this is going to be good for us. We got tested. Now, I, as a coach or anybody else, would be like, no, you would have wanted the rest. You would have. You would have wanted to take Orlando out like you should have. And then been resting for the Cavs, who had to go 7 with Toronto. That would have been a better scenario. But I think the fact that it's Mitchell and Cade, and Mitchell had very good games against them this year. They split the season series. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look at every individual box score on how Cunningham did against them. But I'll give you the scores. So the first game, the Cavs actually took them out. It was the fourth game of the season, 116-95. Mitchell had 35. That's when they first faced them. Cade Cunningham had 12. He was 3 of 14 from the field. So out of the gate this season, that was a nothing. The Cavs just took them apart. And then they didn't meet again until early January, when the Cavs lost at home with Mitchell scoring 30. They lost by 4, and Cunningham had 27. So obviously he came into his own there. So they'd split the first two. And then Game 3 of this season, they almost went back-to-back in late February, early March. At Detroit, lost a tough one in overtime. And then back in Cleveland, beat them 113-109. Okay. So there was only one game in this season series that was a bust, and that was the first game they played in October.
We shouldn't be talking about a lot of games in this series that the Detroit Pistons are having great nights offensively. Like, that shouldn't be the case. I know the Cavs aren't the most stout defensive team, but watching Detroit all year, watching them in the playoffs, this isn't one of the most potent offensive teams you're going to face, right? And so they should find a way, I think, to maneuver themselves through the series, that being the Cavs, and find themselves to the team that wins 4 first, because of what I think they can do, not only in the offensive end, but what Detroit can't do consistently on the offensive end of the floor there. So I'm expecting them to move on to the next round and hopefully face the Knicks. I think that'd be a lot of fun if we could see Cavs-Knicks again with a chance to go on to the NBA Finals.
I love the Sixers story, though. Now, Tatum being out. Now, Tatum's not getting a lot of heat, and probably rightfully so, because of what he would be incapable of doing and maybe risking the Achilles and all that. And maybe Boston thought at that point, we've got to play big picture here. We're at home. Maybe we can win it without him. Then see if we can get him back later, if we can keep advancing. But he's taken no heat for not, quote, giving it a go in a Game 7. And I'm kind of happy about it. He's not a guy that would, has he talked about not giving it a go? Was he ever interviewed?
I didn't see anything yesterday. He's made it clear, though, how rough of a ride all of this has been mentally coming back from the injury that he had to go through last year, that being that Achilles. So I don't know if there's a whole bunch of national media people that are ready to go back to that and question his desire after him publicly talking about how rough this has been for him mentally. But, you talk about an unfortunate situation for Boston, because he had been playing so well. Like, he'd been playing so good. Coming back from that Achilles, your season's on the line. You don't have him at home. Joel Embiid and company come in there and send you on your way to Cancun.
And they came back in that game. And when they came back, they were down big against the Sixers in Game 7. Came all the way back, made it a 4-point game. And at the end, nobody could hit. Pritchard couldn't hit. White couldn't. Nobody could hit a basket. That game was stealable for Boston when they came back. The Sixers, on the other hand, are an incredible story. And if Embiid can limp through this thing, and Maxey the way he's playing. But here's the interesting part about this story, is that the Sixers are worried again about the Knick fan invading Philly. And so in order to avoid that, the Sixers announced on their ticket website that if you don't live in the greater Philadelphia area, so if your billing address It has to be Philadelphia to buy a ticket. That anything outside that zone, is getting canceled.
I love this.
And here's the other thing.
I love
and this I wonder if you could call them out on a little bit. Now, this isn't the first time the Sixers have done something like this when they played the Knicks. A couple of years ago, the Sixers ownership group bought more than 2,000 tickets during the first round between the two to keep them out of the hands of Knicks fans. First of all, I think this is very sad in general. Philly is a very proud sports city.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't won it in forever. And to get over on Boston, for this to be a worry is sad. But Joel Embiid said, this is weird. He goes, last time we played the Knicks, it felt like this was Madison Square Garden East. Mm-hmm. We're going to need the support. Don't sell your tickets. This is bigger than you. We need you guys. The atmosphere that we've had the last couple games in Philly, especially the last one, pushing it to Game 7, we need all of it. But here's the money line. We got a pretty good chance. We're going to need that support. We're going to need them to be extremely loud. If you need money, I got you. Now, wait a minute. Where does this line start? Like, somebody has to press him on that.
They absolutely do. I love that from the Philadelphia 76er organization for trying to box out.
But
Knicks
why
fans,
should they have to?
Because Knicks fans have this thing over. They do take over wherever they're at. Like the games that they just played in Atlanta, you would have thought it was a Knicks home game. I went to a Yankees-Pirates game last year in Pittsburgh, and I thought I was at Yankee Stadium. I really did. Like, I knew I was in Pittsburgh at PNC Park, but there's something about this New York fandom and fan base, and I'm sure there's a few others, to where they go on the road, and there's such a large representation of their fan base that it kind of feels like they're at home. So I can understand where Embiid and the Sixers are at, to where they should be worried about that, because it's not that long of a trek to get down there either. It's not that far.
A couple hours,
right?
Maybe, yeah, less.
And so I actually understand their worry when it comes to that, because if they didn't try to block out these Knicks fans, they're probably going to take over that building.
Sad.
I know.
This is Philadelphia. This is Julius Erving, Moses Malone.
This is Philly cheesesteaks.
Andrew Toney, Maurice Cheeks, Bobby Jones.
Yeah.
Like, this is not
George McGinnis, Henry Bibby, world beef free.
That's awesome. The word association with the Sixers. I'll never forget when I was a kid.
Otis Thorpe.
I liked Caldwell Jones. I liked Philadelphia a lot.
George Lynch.
Like Dr. J, like that was the team.
Yeah.
And they could never beat Boston. They just couldn't do it. And they finally did it back in the 80s. And there was an SI cover of Julius going in with this windmill, and it said, Dr. J jams the jinx. Mm-hmm. And I had that up in my room forever. And it finally happened. And now I believe, and a buddy of mine sent this to me yesterday, and I want to know if this is accurate about Philadelphia championships.
Matt Geiger
counter. So none of the 1983 champions have won another title since then. So it was Baltimore Orioles in baseball, 76ers in the NBA, Los Angeles, Vegas, the Raiders, and the Islanders. So it's the 83 jinx. So the O's, the Sixers, the Raiders, and the Islanders.
Never been back to the top
None of the 83
mountain.
have never been able to pull it off.
I wonder who's been the closest of those teams.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Who would have been the closest of those teams?
I know Sixers had a good run. I'm trying to think of when.
So they haven't made it how far since when?
They haven't won a championship since 83.
Baltimore, the Islanders, the Sixers, and the Raiders.
When Kawhi hit that shot that bounced off the rim and went back in against Philly, was that the Eastern Conference Finals or the semis? I'll have to go and look back at that.
All right, we'll drag that up. And then next, TLC has to update the Dinger draft. We'll give you those rules and results next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
Ma, the meatloaf!
The Fan.
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Not sure where to start? The Ohio Housing Finance Agency can help. With a step-by-step homebuyer's guide and financial tools, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency can make homeownership part of your future. Eligible homebuyers may qualify for down payment assistance and reduced mortgage interest rates. To see if you qualify and to find a mortgage lender, visit myohiohome.org.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. This is the time of year to enjoy some nice weather. Usually the temperature's pretty good. Those nice spring days where you get outside, you just feel that breeze. It's awesome. But coming soon, it's the hot, hot months of summer, and we know in those months, you're going to want your air conditioning running. You're going to want your windows to keep that cold air inside your house. You don't want to lose money running your air conditioner constantly, all because your builder grade or old windows are just not getting the job done. That's where Window Nation comes in. Window Nation's got their buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale going on now. You can replace all the windows in your home for summer and get half of them for free. Plus, you can get 0 down payment and no payments or interest for 2 years. And of course, all Window Nation windows come with a lifetime warranty, so you can relax knowing your home is protected far into the future. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Schedule your fast free consultation now. WindowNation.com. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale going on now. WindowNation.com.
Thousands of students every year choose Columbus State Community College, earning degrees that open doors to in-demand jobs, stable careers, and real earning power. Columbus State is making Central Ohio stronger. Apply today at cscc.edu.
Give me a mountain, give me a dew. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. So give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Grab some ice cold Mountain Dew today.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Don't let a failing sump pump put your home at risk. Right now, get $80 off sump pump replacement with Logan Services. Protect your basement from flooding and get the peace of mind you deserve. Call now. Fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Who's Vice President J.D. Vance's pick for Ohio Treasurer? America First conservative Jay Edwards. As the first state lawmaker to endorse Donald Trump for president, Jay Edwards has been on the front lines, standing up to the rhinos and leftists since day one. Now, we need a MAGA fighter who protects our Ohio tax dollars as our treasurer. And that's what Jay Edwards has always done. He sponsored the largest tax cut in Ohio history, saving families over $3.1 billion. Jay Edwards has never been afraid to do what's right and fight for our values. That's why he's a 100% pro-life and 100% pro-gun conservative, earning the highest possible rating from Ohio gun owners. He's the proven America First leader we need to clean up fraud and keep our money safe. Endorsed by J.D. Vance. Jay Edwards for Ohio Treasurer.
Paid for by friends of Jay Edwards.
Catch Ohio State baseball all season long on The Fan 2. You can find the magical land of The Fan 2 by tuning into 1460 on your AM dial or clicking on The Fan's HD2 feed. Tyler Danberg thanks you. Your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mostly sunny start to the work week for us, and windy and warm with highs getting into the mid-70s. As we head into the evening, we could see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms, some which could have heavy downpours, otherwise mostly cloudy tonight and breezy with lows around 60. Tuesday, the first half of the day looks good, and as we head into the second half, we could see showers and storms develop with breezy winds and highs in the low 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
We are your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah? The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Rothman Ice present Free Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
All right, my buddy Z-Train weighing in. He's a big Boston guy. Remember on Friday I said I was putting Boston in the cooker, like what's going on with Boston sports? Yeah. And he said Boston radio is all over Tatum for sitting. All kinds of heat. Game 7 at home,
the
bitter
dude
rival.
Tore his Achilles and came back and was awesome. Give him a break. Come on,
break him off a piece of that Kit Kat bar? Is that what you?
You missed 4 straight games, Darius Garland. Limp your ass out there, no matter which way you got to do it.
Yeah, but Darius Garland had a Sergeant Hulk in the big toe. It wasn't an Achilles.
And don't we think, AR, that Jason
Even then
Tatum...
I was upset about that comment.
You were. Don't we think that Tatum went through certain things to test out that knee? He didn't just show up to the arena and was like, I just don't have it. Y'all got it. Season's on the line. Like, I highly doubt he did that.
Horrendous timing.
That's horrible timing.
He pushed it to come back. They were a great team with him.
Yeah.
And the fact that he showed up in street clothes. Well, let me ask the important question, TLC at the presser. Was he smiling?
He was.
Oh, yeah, you can't be smiling.
No. Was he smiling?
He was. He was cheering for his guys and all that.
You have to go 2.5 hours looking upset.
Well, no, it's okay if he was smiling during the comeback. Was he smiling at any point when they were going to lose? That's the problem.
Let the man live. Let him live.
Right.
Devin Royal, you can't smile if you have a cold. You have to look upset the entire time.
It's not his fault that they missed a whole bunch of shots. And
I don't believe in Octave.
They've got this formula going that's not working for them, shooting so many threes, that being the Celtics. Maybe that's the reason why they lost.
Started a lineup that never started together.
Exactly. Like,
how
about we start there? Outside of the guy that just came back from a torn Achilles and was balling for you. I'm team Jason Tatum on this. He's good at
I am too. It's the right decision.
They shot 27% from 3. How about that?
You ask yourself one question and one question only. How much more damage can I do if I go out there and this thing is tight and I can't move as well and I have to cut and some whiplash moves, some instincts take over, and if any orthopedic guy says to him, that Achilles is a rubber band and it's going to go, or it could, I don't think you'd say, give me that shoe.
Correct.
I'm getting out there. Like now,
this isn't Lindsey Vonn knowing that, hey, if I do come back, that's going to be 3-4 years from now. This is the you know what I mean?
I thought that was a weird decision, but she was at the end of her Olympic ride
That's
anyway.
what I'm saying.
But she almost lost the leg in doing it.
But I think you can come to terms with that type of stuff happening to you.
This is my career.
If you know this is it.
Yeah.
This is not it for Jason Tatum. And I just know what I had to go through to even get back to this point.
Make no mistake where you are. I agree. All right, the Dinger draft. This is something the three of us did before the MLB season. We did a little snake draft.
Yeah.
Maddie had first pick. And total home runs by our guys. By the way, I have no Suarez now.
I don't feel bad for you.
That oblique tenderoni. That's not good.
You know you're not getting any grace from me.
And you can't acquire grace. All right, update us. Read them and weep.
All right, so last week the margins closed a lot. This week the margins closed a little bit, even though it kind of felt like Rothman had a big week. As Kyle Schwarber hit 2 this week, Cal Raleigh hit 1, and Pete Alonso hit you 3.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still being anchored there a little bit by Suarez and Kyle Tucker, who got you nothing. But Rothman, you're up to 30. So remember, J. Lou said at the end of the year, this is going to be within 5, top to bottom. He said it's going to be a really close race, and it is.
I would take that bet that it won't be.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, tough question at the presser. What number would it have to be for you to agree with him?
10.
Side bet?
10, probably.
Maybe we get a long way
All right,
to
so
go.
I'm in last place still with 30.
Yes.
All right.
Ice is still in second with 32. Ooh. And his team is doing the same old, you know, 2 guys are hot, 3 guys are bad. But, you know, hey.
Got Aaron Judge.
Soto hit 2 homers this week, so that's pretty good for you. So you're in second place with 32. I'm in first place with 35, but I had a 6-point lead over last place last week. Now I got a 5-point lead. So I got a very balanced team. Matt Olson is red hot, but my floor is also pretty high, so that's kind of I'm being buoyed by Pasquantino and Nick Kurtz and Shohei Ohtani.
It's borderline.
It is borderline.
Yeah.
Buoyed.
Yeah, buoyed.
That's not a club in
Those aren't
everybody's
buoys.
bag. Yeah.
I'll give it to myself.
Yeah.
My team is being
spelled buoyed.
Buoyed.
Can you remind me?
I don't think I could. B-U-Y...
B-U-O-Y-E-D?
Maybe. Sounds right.
Yeah, that does sound right. Buoyed.
buoyed.
What did you
use
say?
it in a
You said
sentence.
Country of origin.
B-U-O? Is that how?
B-U-R-B-E-R.
Any alternative
Big
spellings?
Enos Burdett. B-U-R-B. Hell, I got to go.
Alternative definitions? Figure.
Remind me who's holding my team back. It's Vladdy and who else?
Rafael Devers.
That's right.
And I got to be honest with you. Not that I'm up here in the
High floor, high ceiling team.
Well, look, no one wants to hear me complain, but, because when you're up at the penthouse, champagne problems. However, I did want to sneak in. Couldn't really find the time to do it because you guys were kind of quick, and it was like at the end of a party like a Rothstar. So Ice was wrapping up, talking about how Shohei Ohtani, he's pitcher of the month in the National League, doing this, doing that, and it's kind of celebrating him. And I couldn't really shoehorn it in there, but I wanted to say I'd also like to celebrate Shohei Ohtani for hitting like a pitcher in the last 19 games where he's got a .212 batting average and not doing much.
Which is interesting because do those things tie together, right? Like, he's so good as a pitcher right now. Is that hurting his hitting? Or is it just some cold stone? Right, and so that's what's going to be interesting to see is, can he dominate both at the highest of levels? To me, AR, it's not a surprise that we're talking about him having an incredible month pitching, but also being down right now hitting. And so it's just going to be a month-by-month thing for us to keep up with.
I think it's...
Does it affect either or?
I don't know. It's the most impressive thing in sports, honestly.
Rothman, if you only had the guts to draft Murakami, you got him in your fantasy team. Should have had him in this one too.
Because he's tied for first or second in home runs right now. It's crazy.
That's good.
But nobody would have had the confidence.
Listen,
Nobody would have picked
I'm
him.
within 5.
You're good.
And Tucker hasn't done a thing. And Suarez is out.
Well, you're within 2.
That's right. All right.
If you're trying to stay out of the base.
So for people who don't know how this works, the guy that finishes last takes the other 2 out for a festive meal.
Yeah.
Wherever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my.
And wherever they want, not where the guy Payne wants, where they want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my. We might be...
You don't have to be first. You just can't be last.
Don't be last.
That's it.
Don't be last.
Then we might be
Now we
doing
have
the old Bo Bishop sent us when we go to...
He might have to call
Jeff
Ruby's.
Ruby's.
He might have to pick up the phone.
Looking for that discount, huh?
All right. We didn't do our tiebreakers, by the way.
Yeah, we haven't figured out which stat we're going to do.
We did you have to predict the total amount of home runs your team is going to hit.
That's going to be really hard.
And the guy that's closer. Maddie, this only happens if 2 and 3 tie.
I'm in on this idea.
All right, we'll establish this week.
Okay.
We'll give our
There's some
number.
math. I'll come out with a number and we'll see who's the closest.
All right. This could be very, very painful. I mean, it'll be a good dinner for 2 people. Oh. The other guy's going to be doing math.
He's right, though. Like
the third guy may just not eat. Just to try
Save himself some money.
Well, just try exactly, right?
Be the guy in the group.
What do you got? Give me some water and the free bread. Better not be Matty because he won't eat the bread.
Nope. Yeah.
There'll be nothing. He'd just sit there and watch us eat.
And
actually, you might enjoy that.
Actually,
by the way, it's a great scene in what is this? Empire Strikes Back. It's a great scene. Sorry,
we didn't even think about that, dude. Ice isn't going to eat anything, so you're only paying for 1.
That's not true.
Oh my!
That's not true.
No, he will eat, and he'll eat something expensive that has no carbs. He'll either order salmon, give me
salmon and Brussels sprouts.
You might get 2 fillets of salmon, and he will eat a Caesar.
I will do that.
Give him the large. And
he's not
no
taking
croutons.
He's not taking the cheese curds off the appetizer menu.
So mine actually might be the most expensive of the 3.
No,
to your point.
I don't think so.
With the cut of steak I might get?
No, because I think TLC and I are probably going to get jam a dessert down. And
banana pudding
got to
or
be some
pecan
sort
pie
of,
or something.
Pecan pie.
Scratch me where I
hot
itch.
chocolate. That's a pecan pie.
Scratch me where I itch. Gee.
I didn't say where.
All right, so up next, we back up the bus that you rolled over a fellow employee here, and we see if he's well enough to answer the accusations from earlier in the program. That's in 2 minutes. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The kitchen drain has had enough. The toilet's called it quits. Drains are clogged throughout the house. I'm gonna throw a fit.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
In the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
You have to understand you're listening to Rothman and Ice 97.1 The Fan. It's indubitable.
Well done, Stephen A. All right, let's get an update from our guy, Jacob Reimer, in studio.
Rhyme time.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
We're doing okay. We just wanted to we're doing a wellness check. We want to make sure you were okay because apparently there was a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend that knocked you guys into tomorrow. And it wasn't very good, or knocked you into yesterday, whichever way you want to look at it. But before we get into that, do you have any outlook in your mind about Big Ten basketball this year and whether Ohio State is making any real headway with what they're targeting, which is what a big man, a veteran point guard that you could count on? Like, where are they in this project?
I mean, the top of the league is going to be elite again. Like Michigan brought a lot back. Illinois brought back the entire Balkan block that they had last year. Purdue's going to be up there. Michigan State's going to be good, of course. So I think right now, with you're looking at Ohio State, you're still kind of looking at the range they've been in that like 5 to 8 range. Okay. I still feel comfortable.
More towards 8?
Probably. Yeah. Probably right now. But, I mean, you still, it's the offseason. You got what's on paper. I still like what Diebler's done. Just like if you're going into it, the main goal was to keep Mobley, Bynum, and you have a 5-star coming in. And I felt like he's added the pieces around that to really help elevate those guys.
You mentioned the 5-star in Thompson.
Yeah.
For the folks that aren't really big into basketball recruiting and all of that, what are they really acquiring here? What have they acquired here in Thompson?
Well, the final rankings for 24/7 came out, and he was the 8th rated prospect on their site. So 5-star coming in. He shoots it really well. He's versatile. He's like, I want to give him a Deshaun Thomas comp, but that man just pulled all the time, which was fun. But like, I think he's going to be able to shoot the ball and help out with spacing a little bit for sure.
You're not bringing him in to sit.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think that's a big thing when you're talking about Bynum. I mean, if he rises like he did this year, if he levels up again, I think most people think he needs a post move, and I mean he's so physical in getting to the rack. But if he can go into the paint and actually have a post move and add that, because he plays above the rim.
Yeah.
And Royal didn't. As much as, Devin had his games, but they were complete opposite in that way.
Yeah. And I felt like you saw those spurts from Bynum towards the end of the year where it was like, if you're going to get
more than 10 points a game from this guy with that group, like you're going to be in every game. And we saw that on their run into the Big Ten tournament, and that got them into the NCAA tournament. And if he is able to make that big leap, I'm thinking you're got to be hoping, excuse me, for 15 points a game. I had to clear my throat.
It happens.
But I think for him,
he made a mistake. Ever do that?
He's going to be that energy guy he was last year, and I felt coming into it like he looked more comfortable at the three to me.
Okay.
Last year when I saw him at a practice get the rebound and go, like I was like, okay, like we got that with this dude. Like he's going to be an alien maybe. So I think there's definitely a high ceiling there for sure.
As a man that absolutely loves the sport of college basketball,
yes.
Do you love the expansion of the tournament?
No.
Do you love where this is headed?
I don't. I mean, it's going to be more games I'm going to watch. That's for sure. Like I just love sitting and watching basketball. That's a fact. But the thing that bothers me is they say it's all about access, and it's really all about money and getting exposure for the power conference teams. And if they're able to find a way to get the little guys in a little bit more that are a little bit more deserving, that maybe don't win their conference tournament, like a Belmont last year or a Tulsa that was really good, if they're able to put them in instead of these around 500 teams in power conferences that are in the bottom four of their league, then I'll be okay with it.
Okay.
Doesn't affect the main bracket other than it does dilute it, right?
Yeah.
And that's the issue I think everyone's having with it, is that if it dilutes the field and then it doesn't feel like a legit tournament at times. I mean, a lot of teams that were on the bubble this year that would have gotten in with this new format, though, did have some decent wins this year.
Yeah.
You can always find one where they're like, okay, they did beat a big boy that made it pretty far. I mean, look at what Texas did this year.
Right.
They played their way in, and then they played everybody really tough. They took up BYU and the Zags, and they almost beat Purdue, right? I mean, so I don't know, Maddie, if it's – I'm into what you're saying, which is that it's not what you do in there. It's, do you deserve an at-bat? And that's, I think, what people are upset about, is that maybe you are capable of winning a few games, but did you deserve the right to have that chance?
Yeah, and I think right now in the new format, you're looking at still the 11 seeds as play-ins, I think maybe 2 12s and a 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking of that, of like what the possible matchups would have been this year. And so like Kansas could have gotten a power conference team instead of Cal Baptist. And I don't like that, because then we don't know Dami Daniels, who was the lefty guard for them that put up 25 against Kansas. It was still an 8-point game, but like if you get Cal instead, is that still maybe going to be equivalent? I don't know. Like I don't know that we're still getting like maybe the high point, the Chase Johnson story. Are we going to get that against Wisconsin, that type of shot? So that's kind of the thing that makes me question it. What it's going to look like going into next year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. That's for sure. So we heard earlier from TLC his description of how the 3-on-3 hooping session went, or sessions went this weekend with you, Isaiah, TLC, and the People's Champ Tyvis Powell as the head coach. So now I want to hear from you before we bring him back in.
Yeah.
How did that go through your lens?
I mean, I had fun. It was fun. It's always fun hooping. I know we're not.
I thought you were there to win.
Yes, but the fact that I haven't hooped
maybe
in
what you
so
heard
long,
earlier was that whooping cough that he had. He was just there to hoop.
I just had a kid 8 months ago.
Okay.
I haven't hooped in her lifetime until this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was that excitement of like, hey, yeah, I'm going to go out here and play some competitive basketball.
So you were just out there for the vibes.
I was definitely wanting to win, though.
Oh, okay.
But
how did you set this up, though? Were your teammates aware of this heavy-laced excuse thing?
That's what I'm trying not to make it to sound like an excuse.
Like, were your teammates in on this?
It doesn't sound like it from what I've heard around the station. But, I mean, hey, what you going to do? I gave it my best shot. I had some shots fall.
If people were watching our team and they didn't know who played college basketball at a certain level, would they have guessed that it wasn't you?
I mean, no, I'm a scrawny dude with goggles. Like, what are you supposed to expect out of me? I'm just
Who's our boy, Milk Chocolate? Who's our guy from the big Rec Specs guy that we love? Bobby Avila or whatever his name is?
Robbie Avila.
Yeah. I mean, was that Yeah.
I mean, I'm a shooter. I like to spot up on the three, and I was even hearing it being called out by defenders, like, "Hey, he's a shooter." And I mean,
what do you have to say that
they were
devising their defense against him?
Yeah, we walked out in the first game and against the Huntington Bankers, and before the ball even gets checked, the guy goes, "Which one of you played at the Branch campus?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, here we go. I'm already being checked."
Branch Ricky over
got
here.
recognized in real life.
Oh my goodness,
we spread
the Branch baller.
It spreads.
I maintain my stance that if you were informed, I said the general you. If you were informed that we had a college basketball player on our team, and you go, "Hey, I got to go check out this fan team." One of them played college basketball, and you watched us play, you would not know who played college basketball.
See, now, like, that sentence is making it sound like I was playing D1.
No.
And
even if you threw in the preface, hey, low-level college basketball, they have a low-level college basketball player on their team. What my stance was, we didn't have a star and we didn't have an anchor. We were all kind of about the same. The margins were thin, so however you rank them doesn't even matter.
I know we didn't score a lot of points, but I still scored most of them.
Oh.
Talk your talk.
I'd have to check the stat sheet because I don't know.
I mean, I know I had a lot of, not a lot, but quite a few threes drop.
Quite a few is a stretch.
I'm saying, I know we didn't score a lot, but
the buckets that were made came from the hand of one Jacob Reimer is what I'm hearing.
I'm not saying every possession was like this because it wasn't. This only happened one time. But in the first game, and because we've never balled with Reimer either. But all we know is that he played basketball with a dude named Iron Hog in college.
Shout out Iron.
That's all we know about him. But in the first game,
the Iron Hog.
There was one possession where Reimer was at the top of the key, and he did the stereotypical try to drive toward the baseline, get pinned at the baseline, but your momentum's carrying you outward.
This was dumb.
And then you're falling out of bounds and just throw a hurling pass to nobody.
No.
That did happen one time.
It did happen.
And I'm like, this guy played college basketball?
Okay, this is crazy. This is
He's a new
can
father.
and
He was
does.
shut down on the baseline.
I'm driving, and he bumps into me as I'm trying to go up, and then my feet get tangled up a little bit, and I don't have a look, so I try to kick it to Isaiah. I did the exact same thing a few possessions later on defense, bodied the same guy up, and they called a foul on me. So I don't know what you want me to do.
Inconsistent whistle. I'd also like to debunk another myth that I was informed was said on the station. I didn't hear it said on the station. I was just told back there. And so if I have this incorrect, then you can blame his producer. But it's been informed to me that Tyvus claims that he would have subbed himself in the game to help us, but he couldn't because he was wearing a suit. Let me tell you something. Tyvus Powell was not wearing a suit. He was not restricted. He was wearing athletic enough. I mean, he was wearing like his...
Is that allowed? Could he have done that?
Yeah.
So.
A player coach?
Why not?
I mean, is the coach eligible to play?
I don't know. There was, I think, the Huntington Bankers, like he was wearing a golf shirt and dress pants.
Dude, the Huntington Bankers, their coach was like kind of grilling them after one game. I was walking past, and their coach was like,
I mean, hey, these squads were good. They were good. They were really athletic. They played a lot more physical than us. They look like they have been playing less than a year. Like they look like they maybe played last 2 weeks ago.
You guys, according to Rick Bonas, don't hate losing enough.
It's fair.
And there may be a culture problem.
We do hate cardio, though.
I mean,
yeah, that first game.
Lucky you weren't playing on
that 2
Sunday.
minutes. 2 minutes in, and I was like, "Wow, this is nuts."
Right.
You can definitely tell I haven't done
so
this.
here's the tough question at the presser: is this team, the way it's currently constructed, going to run it back with a year to get ready?
I think I will play a lot more. I don't know to enough to carry. We're probably still a piece away. It would help if we had 4.
How about that?
Yeah.
How does that hit you? We're still a piece away.
Oh, I think we need 4 or 5. Like other teams were rotating, and I'm like, dude, I wish
that is weird that you guys just went into this.
I wish somebody could sub me out so badly right
playing
now.
all minutes.
And
I didn't know. I thought it was just you could only bring 3.
I'm not that guy at all.
You could have a sub.
Like, dude,
4
for our sand volleyball team, I'm sick and tired of Adam King just volunteering to play because I'm like, dude, I got to rotate out because of you. I want to be on the court. I'm playing this 3-on-3 tournament. I'm like, I got to get off the court because I'm dying out here.
But they did
We
cap
need a
the
sub.
roster at 4 guys.
I think so.
Yeah, you can't bring it on.
I didn't see any more than 4.
Well, why don't you guys hit the portal and find a fourth?
If my brother
Pony
were in
up.
town, we may have had a little bit of a shot, but no.
Well, there you go.
I didn't know
Blame it on the family.
I didn't know what the expectations was. I didn't know it
Okay.
was that high for me. I know the comments that I said, but I was trying to stick up for myself that I did play some form of college
Yeah.
basketball.
Probably should have left that out.
I just didn't have my best stuff. That's okay. Shooters have off days.
You embarrassed Justin Zwick and Dylan Tyre.
Yep. All right, now I guess you can limp out of the studio.
Yep, I guess so.
Rhymes, good to have you, my
Yep,
man.
Thanks, guys.
Keep pushing. We come back with Tell the Truth. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
Grilling season is here, and nobody does it better than Billiards Plus. Fire up your backyard with top-of-the-line grills from the biggest names in outdoor cooking. Perfect for game day or any day. And when the party heads inside, Billiards Plus has you covered with pool tables, shuffleboard, game tables, and more. Everything you need to build the ultimate hangout. From backyard cookouts to game room showdowns. Make your home the MVP. Billiards Plus. Grills, games, and good times. Family owned and operated. Check them out online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
The Reds are on the radio.
Swung on, crushed, high, deep, left field. There it goes. A 3-run go-ahead blast for Eugenio Suarez. They're waving around Friedel. Up throwing Anthony. Throw to the plate, not in time. And the Reds walk it off at 11, 6-5.
The quest for October baseball is underway. Hear all the action all season long on your home of the Reds.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Net available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Now is the time to call Comer & Cross and transform your garage with a gleaming new Comer & Cross garage floor. Maybe your garage floor has exposed concrete with stains and cracks or a bad epoxy or paint job. Well, the new Comer & Cross garage floor will transform your entire garage in just one day. Now, here's the great part of this whole story. If you call them right now, they're going to take 50% off installation. Yeah, that's right, 50% off installation from Comer & Cross when you call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. A Comer & Cross garage floor is the gold standard, guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint, ever. Plus, they make it easy. They'll take your stuff out of the garage for you. They'll fix your cracks and pits perfectly like it's a new garage floor, and then they'll apply the proprietary finish that you pick. Yeah, I said it. They'll fix your cracks and pits. What's wrong with that? That's what you want. So call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR to get 50% off installation. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to comercross.com.
You got this. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2026 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10TV and The Fan to relaunch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes going above and beyond. We are calling on you to help us recognize the volunteers, educators, first responders, and everyday difference makers who are making a meaningful impact in your community to be recognized on 10TV and The Fan. Send in your nominations and stories to 10tv.com/raisetheroof. 10tv.com/raisetheroof. Nominate a local hero today and help us raise the roof for those who make a difference.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Get up to $750 cash back when you refinance your auto loan with Tel-Ohio Credit Union. Visit telhio.org to learn more.
Offer valid until June 30th, subject to credit approval. Restrictions apply. Tel-Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Good news. Jack has personally invited the fan to the Memorial Tournament, and we're broadcasting 30 hours of live content, and we'll try not to embarrass ourselves.
Sponsored by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Visit pausebeforeyouplay.org. The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by McDaniel GM Superstore. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Tell the truth, TLC. Are you going to be voting Jacob Reimer off the basketball island for next year?
No.
Okay.
He can. He said he's their bucket getter. I think this is coming down to TLC and Isaiah. One of them has to go. You can't lose this.
So you're looking at just adding a
Got to be me. Then I actually thought Isaiah was the best player.
They need your height, though. They need your height.
The most outstanding player.
Dude, I got to be honest, though. Like, I Angel Reesed a couple. Like, there was one sequence where I think I got 4 straight offensive. I mean, in traffic, not just by myself, but in traffic, like, had 4, like, try to, like, tip it in, like, jumping over people. And
those
just
me bounds?
Yeah, like, a lot of me bound. I had one sequence where I'm just like, I'm Angel Reese. I can't believe who I've become. And so that was a bad sequence on my part. I'm sure my height assisted in a couple of factors.
I think we keep the squad the same. Heck, we even keep the head coach the same, which we'll hear from the head coach tomorrow at 1:30. Tyvis Powell will join the program. But I think we add one Adam King to this. I think that's the piece you guys are missing.
Dude, that would be
Gahanna's finest.
That would be ugly. I'm not even like...
What do you think of that addition, GM? We hand them Adam King.
As like the mascot to distract the other team?
Is he going to be our cheerleader?
That's right.
No, but if you could pick...
He can belt out a few songs from Hairspray.
Yeah, he would kill that. He would kill that. If you could pick anyone from 10 TV or the radio side as your fourth, who would it be?
Can I extend that and take Kristen's brother, who's 6'9"?
No.
Can I take my own? Can I take my own brother who played D2?
They have to work in this building.
Oh man, I don't even have the first clue.
Okay.
I mean, I think you'd be smart probably to just get Bobby out there.
Yeah, well, Joshua Perry would be I guess, because he's
to have
6'5".
Get a few minutes out of them from a physical standpoint, from an enforcer standpoint.
Yeah. Okay.
But they need, I don't know, how badly did you lose these games?
Wipeouts, dude. Like, not close.
So what? The missing ingredient is offense?
I think conditioning is definitely one of the missing ingredients. I think shooting. Like,
that's
integral. Like he shot the lights out. Like, there were other teams that were doing.
He was dropping threes, raining threes.
I heard the words quite a few. I disagree with that, but more than Isaiah and myself. So shooting.
All right, so you need to hold some tryouts and see if we can get some shooters.
Quickness. We need to be able to drive past people and not just.
Okay.
So quickness and conditioning are 1A and 1B, but you can make up with that a little bit. If you have size, you can be a little bit slower, but if you have some length, then you can, still alter a shot. So, Tyvis is an option. He's willing to show up.
Depot hoops, DeVere hoops.
Yes,
so that's
a good call.
DeVere, I think, would be a good option.
Somebody
for you
who
guys
had basketball scholarship offers.
Yeah,
ACC basketball offers.
Yeah, so they were good, but we were slow. All right.
Yes,
I got it. That's the headline.
That's
Take us home, my man.
All right, it's National Screen Free Week. If you made a conscious effort to avoid all TVs, phones, and laptops, how long would you last before throwing in the towel? I think of the three of us, Ice would last the longest.
Man, I think I would be all right, honestly.
No betting websites, Rothman?
I think I could get through this entire week without that. I think I'd be good. No TV? No TV, no phone.
Rothman would have to golf every day.
iPad. Yeah. If there was something for me at the end of this week, like to motivate me to do it, I would easily be able to get this done.
Dive into a good book?
Yeah. I'd be at the library. That's where I'd be.
A little quiet time. Jim Tressel. All right.
How many days? Can we get you to 2 days of this?
I would think once you got a rhythm going, maybe you'd say, like, I don't want to break the streak, but my mind goes to, like, where the power goes out this summer, like a big storm, and the power goes out, like, late afternoon, and it doesn't come back till, like, the next night. So I'm probably looking at maybe 30 hours where I feel like, all right, I've had enough.
I don't know. If I were hanging out with Kristen, I could last a lot longer. If I were by myself, dude,
I mean, that was just a drop. That may be drop of the year.
It'll last a long time.
From hanging out with Kristen, that can last a long time. You know what? We're just going to end truth right there.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll just end it.
We got 40
Good
seconds
night,
left.
everybody. I think that was a good one. I think you stuck the landing.
How many days did you go?
If I'm by myself, dude, I'm playing PS5 all the time if I'm by myself.
I'm out of the contest.
Okay.
All right.
By the end of the first day.
Okay. Before we go, you miss anything, folks, from our show, you can always catch up wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in Rothman and Ice, everything we do from noon to 3. We'll be waiting there for you. Subscribe to the podcast as well. Common Man and Timmy coming up next. Both guys in the house. They're dedicating the show to a special someone today. And Jason Stark joins the gang at 5:30, so don't move.
And what I finally learned at the end of the show is that TLC is master of his own domain. I'll leave you on that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I didn't have my board up.
I know. I don't have it ready.
I had already signed out.
Perfect way to end it right there.
All right. We did not stick the landing. We'll talk to you tomorrow at noon. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
You're welcome.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place.
Enter Ohio State.
The rest is history. The